Man, baby. Man, baby. Oh, shit. How we doing, chat?
Cocktails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Cocktails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Cocktails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Making cocktails for you, making you laugh, making you blue. Cocktails.
I need to pick me up
Cocktails,
too, chat.
woo, with Jeff and Holden. Cocktails,
The
woo,
tune abides,
with
I love
Jeff
it.
and Holden. With Jeff and Jeff.
And Holden. And maybe Henry later. Welcome to Cocktails, everybody. And please, thank you, and sorry. It has been a whirlwind of a Monday, Jeff. I swear to you, I don't know what happened to the day. I had to go into the studio to record episode 6 of the Dune cast of the Dune. The Dune podcast. It's not the Dune cast. We had to change it because the person who has a podcast named the Dune cast, even though they haven't put an episode out since December of last year, had a public shit fit about it, so we had to change that. Fantastic stuff. They could have just reached out to us directly, but instead, there's this whole thing on Twitter where you just publicly drag people and ask questions later. And that's kind of what happened for some reason, even though we're completely reasonable people. If you had just come to us directly and just said that, you had a problem. We probably would have obliged you, but instead, we were essentially attacked by a bunch of Dune nerds yesterday, so... that was really inappropriate. And then try to act like we were the corporate evil people that were like attacking the little man and trying to say things like we started with nothing and we built up our whole thing. I was like, dude, we started with fucking nothing too. You think we just like, you think Starbucks gave me a podcast? So funny. So anyways, I'm venting to you guys now because I refused to do it the way they did it on Twitch. I guess I'm also publicly doing it. Don't go after them. I'm not saying that. I'm literally just laughing about how dumb Twitter is. Jeff, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for having for setting this up today, dude. This is so exciting. When I love when you do these. You did this for Twin Peaks not too long ago, and it was amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh, and thank you for the compliments, by the way. You barely mentioned your mother. I'm proud. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the nice words about Dunecast. Exactly, Hannah. I've learned my lesson about responding to public harassment. It never goes well. Man, baby koala, thank you for gifting OM Jesus. I feel like OM Jesus, feel like you used to be around more, or am I crazy? Are you like from back in the day? I sometimes I see Twitch handles and I'm like, I feel like, didn't you used to fucks with my stream back in the day? And now you came back to play? What about private harassment? I also thought about hitting them up. Yeah, right? Hell yeah, OMGs. It's so good to see you back, man. It's fine. Lindsay, all this to say, if you have a problem with somebody, if you don't know them, if you know them, if you think a certain kind of way about them, just fucking hit them up directly first, at least. You know what I mean? They kind of jumped straight to the part where we ignored their messages when they never sent us anything. So either way, thank you so much, Play Video Games. The celebration has begun. We have released the Dune podcast, LPN's Deep Dive Dune with Henry. It has been so much fun to do so far. We're still recording them. Still having a good time. And for that, Jeff got us a Dune drink. Jeff, again, I feel like I'm just screaming into this microphone and not letting you talk. Welcome to the stream.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I could tell that, there's these days where, like, right before the stream, where we might be a little bit chatty before we go on. And then this time you were just like...
Unfortunately, that was just because I also just had no time today as well.
Yeah.
I'm not actually in a bad mood for sure.
No, it usually means either you're usually just in a hurry at that point.
I either secretly mad at you, which still might be the case, because maybe you did something to make me upset.
I pissed you off. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about the lockers tomorrow if that's the case, because I built lockers in Jeff's house in order to go talk to him by them if I ever secretly get mad at him. Or I'm just having a busy day, which is the case today, and I just am like or I'm in a bad mood. But I don't think I'm in a bad mood, but I did have to start with that because that's the energy. I am just the culture, the call-out culture in these certain ways is so inappropriate and unprofessional and completely unnecessary that it just, when I see it, it's like so abrasive to the senses. It's like, how did you think this was appropriate? Yeah, we should spill those nerds of water. Absolutely.
Well, I'll tell you what. We got three things to say. One, Koala, thank you for saying I'm an angel. Three, two, Cuddy McGill, back at you. What up? And three, you need a drink, sir.
Yes, I'm fucking dying for one, honestly. I'm so excited to be doing I was honestly, knowing how busy today was, I was like, I'm actually more excited to get to 4 o'clock than even normal, for sure. So here we go. Liquescent Melange. Let me get the music going again. Get a little background music. Always helps. Isn't that nice? Turn it way down. I'm going to turn you up too, Jeff. Yeah, what happened just using lawyers and suing? You got this stuff for cocktails this week. I will say, Jeff, I have an admission. I got every single thing except for that Hellfire Bitters, and I tried.
That's okay. I figured that might be the hardest thing for you to get a hold of, but yeah.
So here we go. I'm super excited for this, and I love mezcal tequila. So let's get this in us. 2 parts mezcal. Let's get it going here. No train sandwich. Not a lot. You know, just my normal bitching on a Monday. Somebody may play some more again tonight. Just finished streaming Papers, Please. Ooh, dude, that's awesome. That is a really fun game. Also, Bonesaw, you stream? I didn't know you streamed. Or maybe I did, but what's your stream stuff? Is it just, do you stream under Bonesaw or under Sam and Bacon?
He's ready. I know that.
But that's fucking rad. I had so much fun, by the way, watching Kong Skull Island yesterday with everybody on the study session for fucking Patreon Wizard the Bruiser, as we were going into our part 2 on King Kong. It should be a fantastic time. Dude, that's so awesome, Bonesaw. I didn't even know you guys streamed. I'm gonna have to also, Moon Bastard, I should have read your comment, because that sucks. It says you said you got laid off. Let me follow both of you guys. Do I follow you, Moon Bastard, already? Sorry, Jeff.
No worries.
I have to follow these great people, okay? It's important to me. All right.
It's funny, because your screen is doing that thing on my Zoom where it turns green again every now and then, and I noticed that the reflection from the green on the computer, like, reacts with the green screen behind me. So
oh, good. Perfect. Just everything working perfectly to be terrible. Am I already following you, Bonesaw? I don't know. No, yeah, I'm already following you, Bonesaw. I'm one of your 13 followers. Let's get Bonesaw some more followers. Come on, 13 followers is ridiculous. Definitely the man deserves more. All right. Step number 2. Oh my God. Kept you waiting long enough, my friend. 3/4 part blue curacao. Interesting. 3/4, huh? Damn.
A little bit sweeter. You can go like a full shot, but I like it. I like to taste that smoke from the mezcal.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm doing a shot and a half because I'm making one for Lindsay as usual.
I love it. Didn't one time I tried to just do like blue Gatorade and it was horrible? Oh, Jesus. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, hell yeah. Shred some Spelunky. I'm kind of shocked. Oh, that's why this was not the cap for this. I'm kind of shocked Spelunky 2 didn't make more waves. And hilariously, like, a rogue like did make a lot of waves, but it was Hades this year. Last year, I'm sorry, instead of this year. I apologize, guys, please. All right, next step. 6 drops of Hellfire bitters. I have black walnut bitters or orange bitters. I'm gonna go with the orange for now.
I think the green screen might need to go away.
Yeah. That's okay. I get cancel some TV subscription. Wish y'all had the LP and whole ass Patreon. Actually, that wouldn't be. Well, then it gets so complicated, though. I hear ya. Then it gets so damn complicated. Lavender bitter might be nice in that too. Ooh, I think we might have lavender bitters, so I might have to go grab that out. Step 4, a dash of allspice. Now, Jeff, I do not have actual allspice, but I have cinnamon, I have ground cloves, and I
do a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of cloves. What the hell? Go nuts.
And a little bit of nutmeg.
Oh, she's
Man, baby. Yo, Freddie Kugel, thank you so much for that sub, dude. Thank you so much for that. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'll try to make it light. All right, that's a nice little dash right there. And then, yeah, is that the allspice? Or are you waiting for the pepper?
I've got the white pepper ready.
Cool. All right, cool. Next up, we've got a dash of white pepper. That's easier for me. There's a dash. Keep it at that. And stir with ice and pour. All right, man. I am ready for it. Ween is fantastic. So, Moon Bastard, what happened? I would almost say, yeah, we have to go to the maximum fun model and have subscription to the network. Yeah, exactly. It gets so complicated. And last podcast on the left just brings so many people to the yard. It's kind of hard to make an argument that, like, we should get an equal share of what they get because they just are so huge and awesome. How much mezcal? It is 2 shots of mezcal or 2 parts of mezcal. Oh, and the spice must flow, my friends. Oh, I love this. Look at this. Fantastic. Woo. Yeah, no problem. Step 7, sip that shit like you the goddamn Quisatch Hatterach. I'm so interested to talk to you about Dune there, Jeff.
I know, I have not listened to the podcast yet, but I intend to.
Ooh, wow. That is crazy, dog. I like it, man.
Oh, yeah, I haven't... Sorry.
That is interesting. You do... It is a spicy drink. Hey! Little cameo there.
I really wish you had this habanero shrub.
Yeah.
I'll have to get you some of that somehow.
It adds... And again, it just makes it even more spicy.
Yeah, I recommend this even just like in a Manhattan or something. These are so good. Okay, we have some visitors.
I am experiencing my ancestors' lives simultaneously now. I do have other memory now.
A spice worm.
And let's get into it. Let's talk about the Dune. All right, so Jeff, what is your situation with Dune?
Oh, Moon Bastard says I got to update my NVIDIA. Is that what drivers? Does that tell you how much I know about hardware?
What for the greens for my issue? The green issue? That's my problem then. I need to update my NVIDIA drivers.
It's green. Oh, okay.
It's so obnoxious that it does this. Am I still green, Jeff?
You are still green, but that's fine. Not now though. So I won't do it now. I won't do anything else. I'm probably going to take this green screen down because hopefully there'll be some dancing later on, and
Sure.
and we'll need some space. But so I'm just going to take you a quick. I prepared some things that I was going to change each hour, and I might as well just go ahead and just share right now. We had this guy.
Nice.
And my favorite. Wait a minute. That's not. I didn't mean a child. I meant. All right. So,
Hey girls, how you doing?
they're acting like they're frozen now.
That's so funny.
Guys, all right. We'll see more of you later. That's fine. No, I was all excited to show off my sting, but
awesome.
But I'm going to turn this off.
Is Lindsay now lambasting them for?
No. She's.
Jeff,
I don't know what they're doing.
I saw you went headphones last stream. Did I teach a bad word or two in the stream before it?
Nothing that Daddy hasn't already taught before, but I figured you should actually limit the amount of.
I love it. Moonbastard says, to be honest, I'm not super big on kids, but yeah, those are some cute small humans. Hell yeah, I love it. And I don't know, man. You know what I mean? It's just been one of those Mondays, man. I got out of bed and I have not stopped since we got to this stream. So glad to finally just be here sipping on a lovely spice drink with you. Of course, the Dune-themed drink, Liquescent Melange. It is mezcal, blue curacao, bittermins, hellfire bitters, allspice, and white pepper. It's 2 parts mezcal. It is 3/4 part blue curacao. That is Agent Cooper. It is 6-drop bittermins, hellfire bitters. I do love how Agent Cooper made another appearance on our stream. Dash of allspice, dash of white pepper, stir with ice and pour. Sip that S word like you did GD Quizatch Hatteratch. Hell yeah, man. And it's great. Definitely give it a shot. Mine's maybe a little too much of one thing or too little of another because I didn't have an exact allspice mix, but I think it's quite delicious.
It's. I don't know if people can see it. It's cool. There's like a little bit of you get that powder in there. It gives a little sand at the bottom, which is kind of a cool little.
Fuck yeah.
Dune effect.
It's fantastic.
So, yeah. I know nothing about Dune, though. I mean, I know very, very little other than.
That's what I had to ask you. Thank you for enjoying the Dune Theater. We have a Dune Theater scene or two in every episode, and I'm really, really enjoying just adding a little bit of sketch comedy to the podcast. So yeah, I was gonna say, I was about to ask you if you unfortunately watched the David Lynch Dune, which
I did not.
Is not.
I'm
amazing.
Fascinated with it though. It's so fun, even just like looking through screen caps of it.
Yes.
I don't know why Sting is in that weird little brief thing, like doing this. I don't understand why. I've always been fascinated why they have that thing up their nose
So that's actually in the books. That is a still suit. It's essentially, the idea is this, like the Fremen, who are essentially like the tribal desert people that, Paul ends up, it's very much the hero's journey, right? Like Paul gets cast out from the kingdom. His father gets betrayed. He gets cast out to the desert, and he ends up meeting like the people of the land, the Fremen. And those people, first of all, they worship the giant sandworms that live on the planet. They they also are very into water conservation. So the still suits, those little tubes that go up into their nose, that's all a filtration system so that they waste as little moisture as possible. In fact, like the water waste is like a big no-no for the Fremen. Like, so when you cry for someone, that is very rare, and that is like a huge, huge sign of appreciation and love, right? So they sort of, Killer Tova, that's literally the first 2 chapters of the book, what I kind of described. I won't go into any more spoilers.
I kind of glanced through. I took a quick journey through the Wikipedia page to see, particularly on Melange, which has its own whole freaking page.
Yeah.
And just because I wanted to know, because it had been brought up last time couple weeks ago when I brought up that I was going to do a Doom themed drink. So I wanted to, know what would the best thing I could do come up with for that. And I'd heard about like the blue, and of course, and spice being an important thing. So I know a little bit. I know a lot more about that now than I ever thought I would. So.
Carla, we're doing our best. We actually did 4 episodes on just the first book. So don't worry, things that maybe you feel like we might have skipped, we're probably going to end up covering. We're just not covering in any very specific order. And we're just 2 guys trying to have fun talking about Dune.
If you count like sequels and prequels and stuff, there's like 50 freaking
We're
books.
talking about, we're focusing on the main 6-book series.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just put some THC to really get the spice back, because that's the thing about the spice. The spice is, we will, EI. The spice, definitely gonna listen but not read it till afterward. Honestly, I think that might be a good way to go, because I think this will be a really fun way to like intrigue you about the series as a whole. The way Henry describes it is just so funny to me, and I'm really just sitting there kind of letting him bounce off. I'm just kind of there to be a bounce off boy. But the way that it's so funny. It's just 2 guys standing in front of a very opinionated crowd trying to get them to just not hate us. The first half of the first book is just background, and then this huge scene takes 14 seconds, like literally a page. Yeah, big time. I didn't even say ask to be loved. I just said asking just not to be completely shat on. Thank you. I died laughing at the ad you guys did for it. Hell yeah. I listened to the first 3 minutes or so. I still have no idea what's going on. Look, it's going to take some time, all right? I'm definitely not going to read it, but I'll probably listen until Henry starts slipping into insanity. And we start, so the first 4 episodes is like a book breakdown of the first book, because all that plot is really like the setup for all the philosophical discussions of the further books. And then we start doing like, we just do, we did an episode on prescience that really covers the second book in a lot of ways. We're trying to like break it up, like we just did an episode on the technology of Dune. And all that kind of stuff. But you guys got me so fucking excited about Dune for years, and the podcast was just the motivation I needed to listen to the first 4 books at work. I love it. That's awesome. Someone also asked me about Heretics of Dune. That's the one I'm reading now. Apparently, so far I've been enjoying it, but apparently it kind of goes off a cliff, I guess. I really will say, though, the first 4 books in the series are absolutely solid. And yeah, the first book is like very much your first book is A New Hope. And then the rest of the series is like 2001: A Space Odyssey, right? Like, yeah.
Is Paul Atreides? Is that his name? Paul Atreides? Yeah. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Natalie's podcast comes out on Wednesday, someplace underneath. It got delayed a week because of internal issues or whatever. It's coming out soon. Heretics is good, but Chapter House is log. That's what I've also heard. What were you just asking though, Jeff? Is it
Atreides? Paul Atreides? Is that his name?
Paul Atreides, yes.
Atreides, yeah. Is he sort of like the Luke of the thing? Is he a character that follows through, or is that a spoiler? Or
yeah, I don't want to. Someone earlier said no spoilers, or I'd totally say spoilers. Right. Yes, he's the Neo. He's the chosen one.
Right.
Yes, in the first
Any
book.
question I ask like that, just let me know.
Man, baby.
I'm going to have other ones like that.
Because I love y'all despite how frustrated Dune makes me. I'll just say this, Jeff. The 4th book takes place like thousands of years after the first book.
There you go.
If that gives you an idea of like yes and no. Like, yes, he is the Neo, he is the Luke of the first book.
Right.
And maybe the second.
Okay.
But then it just keeps pushing forward, and there's a lineage and stuff. You know what I mean? Right. I mean, the second book is called Dune Messiah, after Paul sort of does the hero's journey in the first book. I'll just leave it at that, right? I'm also going to say this out right now, and Henry and I have talked about this a lot. It's not even a thing to spoil, because so much of it, like, the first book is the A New Hope, is the traditional hero's journey story, right? And all that is to do is to trick you into getting really into the series, and then he flips everything on his head and essentially explains to you why becoming the hero that saves the universe is actually a terrible thing.
Oh, geez.
And it's very interesting in that way. Like, it's very much about how, who are we to decide who watches the Watchmen? You know what I mean? Who are we to decide who gets to determine what's best for all of humanity for hundreds or even thousands of years, right? And that's how we get to a book called God Emperor Dune, but I don't want to get too deep into that. But you can only understand what, a book called God Emperor of Dune could possibly be about, and yes, it is about a giant worm god man. The transition from Terrible Purpose to Golden Path is very interesting. 100% Bonesaw, and I do think it is very, very interesting. It's not Harry Potter though. Yeah, it's Game of Thrones Evangelion. Agreed. Or Star Wars Evangelion, where like Jeff, and I'll explain that in the sense of like Evangelion is this anime that starts off very traditionally a kids driving big mechs, like Gundam style anime, and halfway through it's like psych. This was actually about how I wrote this in a deep depression, and it's about the underlying issues of humanity and way less about fun explosions. So it's very much that kind of thing where it just slowly becomes very much a philosophical work. And Carlo the Goblin, you're right, but that's what I love about Dune is that yes, the action is very cool when it goes down, but it's very sparse, and so much of it is just people pondering. It's plans upon plans upon plans, and just and a lot of philosophical inner monologues, which is why again we talk about how like people go like, why isn't there like an amazing Dune HBO show or whatever, and we have the movie coming out soon, but like how come they've never made a good Dune? It's like it's kind of hard to say, because what's great about Dune isn't necessarily the actions that happen in it. It's not like the plot points are sort of there to facilitate the philosophical discussions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what makes it great. And I think you, of all people, like should absolutely at some point in your life read these books, because you are so into sci-fi, and I think you like the funny kind of absurdist hitchhiker version of these sorts of philosophical lines of thought. So I think you'll also enjoy this kind of a bit more dense, a bit more self-serious line.
That as well. Yeah, definitely. I'm interested, and I'm definitely going to listen to the podcast. And
you know what? I don't want you to listen to it.
Don't listen to it. Okay.
Don't listen to
it.
Yo. Also, I just wanted to throw it out there. We do have incentives. Carlo the Goblin already donated $5, by the way. So $5 for a toast or roast to you.
Yeah.
$10 to choose one of us to perform karaoke. You can choose the song. And let's start it off. The night off. By start the night off, I mean the half an hour into the stream. Let's do a toast. This one goes out. This spice drink, spice melange. By the way, it turns your eyeballs blue as you continue to use this. It's incredibly addictive, Jeff.
You can't stop drinking it or you die at some point, right?
And it gives you prescience. It opens it expands your mind in a deeper level than like a hallucinogenic trip. Like it gives you actual foresight into the future. In fact, the technology they use, it's called, what's it called? Either way, it's called fold space, which I think they've talked about this in maybe, was it Battlestar Galactica? They literally do this thing where space is folded together, and that's how you can get from one point in space to another very, very quickly.
That was big in Robotech as well.
Okay, right? And it's called fold space. It has another name as well. And only pilots who use prescience can use that fold space technology, because it would be impossible for them to scientifically put it into a computer. Well, first of all, there's no such thing as computers in this world, Jeff. I don't know if you knew that, but there's a little thing called the Butlerian Jihad that went down, and that's a whole nother story. But essentially, the world of Dune, man, baby, thank you so much, 501 Blues. The Butlerian Jihad fucking goes down. Essentially what happens, Jeff, is years and years and years before Dune starts, literally Terminator happens. Like, the robot army takes over, like Skynet happens. And then what happens is they call it a Butlerian Jihad. So for hundreds of years, or at least 100 or so years, the robots ruled the universe. And then the Butlerian Jihad was this big act to overtake the robots, and we got our universe back, the humans did. And then they said, no more computers. But Larry, they say no more computers. What's your opinion on God Emperor? Can you talk about why it is the best in the series? Honestly, Jainted Sir, I would maybe argue it is. I personally, and maybe it's just because it was the shortest one and most digestible, I kind of loved Dune Messiah, but I think in hindsight, God Emperor may be the strongest work in the series for reasons I don't want to get into too much because I don't want to spoil for people. But talk about, I mean, the fucking main character is a massive worm god man. So, and it's like, if you just, and it's thousands of years after the first book, thousands of years in the future. I mean, it is fascinating as hell. Like, that shit is really interesting. And also a nightmare, you know what I mean? To decipher. Because you're just, it's the fact that someone was able to sit down and write a book that far in the future with that kind of main character that like knows all, essentially. Very interesting. Jackal Party, hey, what's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to motherfucking the Dune edition of CockTails with my buddy Jeff. I think we got some new faces in here tonight. We do a show where we mix different cocktails. It's Dune edition.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys showing up.
I think we'll have a Henry coming in here soon. Oh, and I forgot to toast Carlo the Goblin. Carlo the Goblin, I get why you wouldn't be super into Dune, because you're a goblin. You belong in a fantasy realm, not in a sci-fi future universe. Giant sandworms should confuse and disturb you. You know what I mean? All of these things. Ornithopters should make you pissed off. You know what I mean? The idea of it, even. It all should, this makes sense. It's on brand for you. And if you would like, I have a really good brand manager that works specifically with goblins, by the way, just throwing it out there. So that brand manager might want to talk to you about it. Actually, I will say we just wrote a Dune theater scene, and it's a brand manager visiting the Fremen and explaining how they can increase their influencer level to higher. But either way, Carlo the Goblin, I say either way too much, and it's something I'm trying not to do anymore, but I'm gonna do it even more because of it. And I appreciate you, and I am glad that the book upsets you, because if it didn't upset you, I don't know, man. I feel like you'd be in the wrong universe. Cheers.
Cheers. Carlo the Goblin. I don't know, when I think of you, I think it's like these shotgun blasts of memories that come through the old pipes here. You know, I get you know, summer vacation. I get summer vacation out in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, hanging around the big fire pit. You know, weenie roasts. You know, tears of joy, laughter. Tell me.
And piss.
We and this few kids just trying to find you know, our way in this crazy universe, going to the Martin 5 theater down in downtown Hopkinsville, going to see not Dune the movie, but Krull. We saw Krull.
Oh, God.
And
what's worse? Why was Krull always on in the middle of like a Saturday afternoon? Sorry.
You don't understand Krull. You don't get to talk about Krull.
Krull is
and I just want to say, and you taught me how to how to flick firecrackers at the kid that nobody liked, the poor kid who lived down by the church, and that was fun, and I appreciated that. So thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Now you can talk about Krull.
Also, tattooed thick chick. I'm in Evansville. Evansville, raise up. Who else is in Evansville? Also, where is Evansville? Kyle Cobb. Whatever you want to do. Thank you so much, Kyle. I'm going to say nice things to you, all right? Because I love you, dude. So I'm not going to say mean stuff, okay?
Wait, who was it?
What do you have?
Oh, Kyle. Oh, yeah.
Started the first book after the pod. Not nearly enough piss play yet. Hope it picks up soon. It will. And I'm glad people are enjoying it. You know what? Henry reads one Reddit post hating on it, and he thinks it's, you know, he's having a hard go of it. And I'm just like, you gotta get off the subreddits. Evansville, Indiana, 40 minutes from Hopkinsville. Why would I know is Hopkinsville like more? I've never heard. That's just so funny to me.
Hopkinsville's like south though. I'm so gonna be.
You know?
I do. My grandparents lived in Hopkinsville. I've been there, and also that's very close.
I just thought it was funny because saying I'm this far from Hopkinsville is hilarious to me because I also don't know where Hopkinsville is.
Yeah.
On a map.
My parents lived down Locust Grove Road out in Hopkinsville.
Okay. That's a
far
good name
from
for a road. Jamar Mel, tattooed thick chick, is chilling in Evansville right now. Are you also? Are there more than one person from living in Evansville right now watching the stream? Is that what's happening?
That's crazy. You guys, once all this bullshit's over, you guys gotta hook up, hang out.
Hopkinsville. Yeah, you guys should hook up. Jamar Mel, and not like you don't have to make out hook up, but you guys could like hook up like.
I wasn't saying anything crazy. I was just saying, be friends. Go be friends.
My friend Kyle lives there. He writes and draws for the Rick and Morty comics. That's very nice. Oh, okay, there you go. So Kyle, the tattooed thick chick, let him know they both live in the same place. Guys should start structured fires. Okay, you don't have to make out, but you do have to fuck. Yeah, absolutely. But you do it through a sheet, and no one looks at each other.
He's getting so dirty.
Ugh, why does everything have to be so dirty?
Yeah, this isn't Japanese.
This isn't. It's similar though.
Well, by hour 2, it starts getting there.
Exactly. We're not quite there yet. Speaking of which, I'd love to have some karaoke to sing in the end of this first hour here. We always like to break it up with a couple of songs, so I can, and then Jeff gets it for his daughters, the money or whatever, and then everyone's not mad or whatever. But if I want to look Holden, you're not allowed to. What were you gonna say, Jeff?
Also asked does Jeff know Dog Police? I know from Paw Patrol. I know the dog police officer, whatever his name is. I don't remember it anymore. The girls don't watch it, but yeah. I assume that's what you're talking about, right?
I can't believe you're talking about Paw Patrol coming up. Okay. So the guy, a director for Paw Patrol. By the way, I have a lead on a director. I have a line to a director from Paw Patrol. Was excited about the Dune podcast, and then the Dune cast guy that was being a jerk without talking to us immediately started talking to the Paw Patrol guy on a Twitter thread, explained to him why we're bad people and that we stole his name. And then the guy from Paw Patrol was like, sounds like you should like talk to them about it. And I'm just sitting here like, how is this my reality? How is this happening right now? Let's have a pickup for Monday, a toast to and something, I guess. Awesome. Yeah, I love it.
Oh my God. Yeah. Do we need another drink? I need another drink.
I doubt Henry will ever talk. In fact, I should probably not even be talking about it. But just, look, secret safe with me on here. We'll not.
If Henry pops in, we will not bring it up.
Oh, this whole story makes my blood boil. Yeah, we're not bringing it up. When Henry comes in, don't bring it up. It makes him upset. All right. We're gonna be nice. When Henry comes, it'll be nice. Okay. I'm just talking about this between me and you guys because we have a special relationship. Okay. So don't give me.
The funny thing is, this is a whole show about drinking, and if Henry comes in, it might be the most sober I've ever been speaking to Henry. I've only seen him like at the end of the night at certain things like old Murder Fist shows and stuff when I just I'm just inarticulate with drink.
Hell yeah.
This will be. We'll be meeting for the first time, I think.
Yo, shout outs to RoboKey in chat. RoboKey actually did the editing work on the podcast. Shout outs to you, my friend, and cheers. Here's a little spice drink toast. Yeah, to you.
RoboKey.
RoboKey, thank you so much for all the hard work you did for us, man.
I got to meet RoboKey at a Common concert.
Yes. And I know that the network is incredibly happy with your work because I was there during their little meeting they had earlier. So they talked about how good it was. Hell yeah. Cheers, love working on it, man. Dude, that's so awesome, man. Thank you so much, honestly. That's fucking rad as hell. RoboKey was like a member of this community from way back too, chat, and it's kind of amazing. Obviously, what Jeff said, he came out to like a Kalman show. It's just so cool that you're working with the network now and everything. I love it, dude. Also, Jeff is making some more melange, so let me get that going right here. That is going to be 2 parts mezcal, which he just poured right there. It's a good mezcal that he's got there, too. I'm working with, what do I got here? Mezcal El Silencio. Ooh.
Is it good? You usually get really good mezcals.
Yeah, I usually throw down If I'm getting a mezcal, I'll usually kind of throw down some good money for it.
This is my nice, affordable one, the Sombra.
Not a drinker, but I am loading up the bong with a nice sativa dominant. I'm very happy with that, Tattooed Thick Chick. I don't smoke for the streams. It makes me too all over the place, especially because when I'm producing and everything, so I get really, I get really ripped out afterwards. But I always love that people, those who don't drink especially, who have this alternative, that they do enjoy smoking along with us here at CockTails. I will say it is a smoky mezcal, so it's a good night for it. Yo, what's up, What the Film Podcast? Good to see you. Damn, Nikon with the dabs. I've still never done a dab before. It made my friend lose his mind. He had to go to the hospital, so. My chef who passed away drank mezcal. Hail Mike. Hell yeah, dude. I love it too. That Kyle got an Uber from RoboKey. That's amazing. By the way, the Uber scene in LA is a nightmare all of a sudden. It used to be completely fine, and now I'm assuming it's bad business practices on Uber's part mixed with the fucking, yeah, me too, right? Tattooed Thick Chick, mixed with the fucking pandemic. I don't know what's going on. But this is something really boring that I want to complain about right now. Oh yeah, we keep moving here. 3/4 part blue curacao. She's a man, baby. Thank you for the 15 toast or roast and Holden's choice for a karaoke song. Thank you so much.
Nice.
Dash of allspice. Dash of white pepper. Stir with ice and pour. Sip that shit like you to goddamn Kwisatz Haderach. Love it, man. Hold on, step one for an hour. I know, right? I know, this is a really cool drink. Honestly, try it. It's really cool adding the white pepper and the allspice. I didn't have allspice, but allspice essentially is, according to Lexi, nutmeg, cinnamon, and ground cloves. So if you have those 3 spices, just combine them for the allspice. There you go. And that should work just fine. What's going on? Hey, Lindsay, how are you? I believe we have a toast for something, I guess, and I love something, I guess. So I'm very happy to give the man a toast. Something, I guess, it's like a roller coaster, baby, ups and downs. But I think you're on an upswing. I can feel it, and I don't know where you are. I haven't seen your name all night tonight. But what I can tell you right now, man, whatever building you're in, fucking burn it down. I mean that metaphorically, you know what I mean? Fucking light it up, son. It's 2021. Don't let anyone slap you around, okay? And that goes for all of chat. Somebody tries to come in and be like, I want to ruin your life. You're too happy. You know what I mean? Knife them. I'm not saying you should kill people or whatever, but I don't know, cut them up a little bit.
Psychic knife.
Yeah, like a psychic, hurt them with your, tie them up a little bit.
Yeah, mind blade.
Mind blade them. Cheers. And good, Kyle. I should also amend that. If they like being slapped around, then do the opposite, then hug them until they scream for mercy.
Well, deep down, I think something, I guess, we'll remember that he is capable of doing that, because it was, I believe, when we were hiking in Fjordland in New Zealand, when I fell down into a deep, icy ravine, and really worried about those giant flightless parrots they have that they'll eat your eyes at a certain point. But who was it that scaled down one? Like a pick in one hand, pick in the other hand, little claw things in the boot. There weren't even the boots weren't even spiked. I learned later on something, I guess, just taped a fork to the thing to his boots. Just climbed down there, got me, threw me over his shoulder. With my full unconscious panicking screaming, pissing myself wait, just with those two
man baby,
there we go, and it just got me out of that ravine, threw me over the edge, and then just looked at me. I'm sitting there just kind of panting, just going, thank you. How can I repay you? He says, learn how to do that for yourself, my friend. And then he jumped into what looked actually like a portable hole. It was amazing, and disappeared. I don't know, such technology existed, but that's what I saw. All I'm saying is what I saw. And thank you, something I guess, who are a guy.
Cheers.
And women, sexist.
And another cheers for I don't really play video games. Because that was a $10 donation. Thank you so much. I meant to send you an email. I'm so bad at actually sending you an email when I'm supposed to. Tomorrow I'll have more space. I want to hit you up because I saw the technology you're using to produce That's My Name Be Show, and so I realized that we could actually totally make Jack Needs happen with you, and I just need to hit you up, and I'm saying it out loud because maybe I'm trying to remind myself, and also maybe feel free to hit me up if you want. And I'm scared and sad about things. Can someone eat too many carrots? I don't think. Well, I think you could eat too much of anything. Jeff.
Yes.
She's a man baby. Oh, hell yeah. Everyone needs to know this song. Jeff, just dance around like a madman to some Dog Police. This will be stuck in your head all week. I love it. So we got that donation.
I will put some stank on it for you. Seriously, I will. Yeah, I'll make that happen.
I don't really play video games. Cheers to you. While Jeff does his toast, I'm going to respond to a text that was sent to me by Ed Larson.
I don't really play video games. He knows he's had a good 5 minutes now. I don't really play video games. It takes a special kind of person who can not only wash somebody's car, but repair it and actually discover that the car was not actually the person's car that you're washing and repairing, but somebody else's. But then buy it for them anyway. Offer money to that person whose car it actually was, and then you would say, I did this for my friend. I don't really know who you are, so let me just go ahead and take care of this. How much you let? Open up a briefcase of money, pay them for the car, and there you go. It takes a special kind of person to do that. You've never done that, but it's the kind of thing you would do, and that's why I love you, and that's why I think very, very highly of you, and I think that the world is a better place. I don't play video games in it, and certainly. I'm a better person. I've grown several inches over the last 2 years or so. I know how to love more. I know how to laugh more. I know how to pleasure myself more, not because of anything weird or anything, just because I love myself more than I used to. I used to really not be a fan, but now I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I deserve this, and then just go to town. Probably too much information, but the thing is, you are one hell of a special person, and this is to you.
Responding, just say the right word. Oh God, that was a nightmare. Release me from it. Oh,
what do you want? What are you doing? CockTails. What the hell did Ed want?
Ed is where I'm working. Hey, I'm a hot commodity. All right, I'm working on different things. He wants me to work with him. Something.
I'm in LA now. I get to do that. I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna grab Henry and we're gonna go out. We're gonna do blow off of fucking somebody. I don't know.
Somebody's big fun ass, Jeff. You can say it, and I can say it back, okay? Because you know what I love more than cocaine? Not a whole lot, if you know what I'm saying. Actually, I've never done it before.
I'm gonna ride Ben Kissel around like a big pony. Ride the whole night. Just make him escort me around.
The Los, I am literally 2,000 followers away from officially being a micro-influencer, so I would like to be treated as such. Okay? I think it's 20,000 followers technically to be considered even a micro-influencer, which is what confuses me when I have these people, let's just say people that were, I don't know, let's just say people that want to be influencers, but they're not actually, that went to musical theater school with me when I went to theater school in college, so I'm just kind of secretly watching them being like, the fuck are you actually doing here? Because you don't even have enough, you don't have as many followers as my fucking ass, and you definitely don't have enough followers to be doing this I travel the world and I'm beautiful, so everyone should just give me free stuff thing that you're doing, pretending to do. Ugh. So those people are probably on cocaine. Tell Ed to fuck off your business. I told him I was streaming, so I was
Something's gotta get you through the days.
I will never tell Ed to fuck off.
As your youth evaporates, the more cocaine must enter your system to compensate.
I will say, they do hand you a bag of cocaine. when you get off. When you get.
It was like when I went to the Virgin Islands and you get off the plane in St. John and they hand you some like delicious rum, and in LA it's the same thing. They give us a big bag of Coke.
Moon Bastard, you lived a couple blocks away. I'm guessing that was when when we lived in Williamsburg. I bet you were doing a lot of cocaine 2 blocks away. That was a very cokey part of New York for sure. So it's singer, songwriter, professional Twitch streamer, and influencer Holden. Absolutely. I got to get a couple thousand more followers, but we're confident we're gonna get there. So where am I at right now? I'm at. Let's see. This is a fun part where I look at my followers.
I'm doing my part, I'm coming in every 2 weeks. I'm having a nice little time showing the real the drunk hanging out kind of Holden. So
I'll fuck you up, Salmon Bacon.
I deserve a cut,
Yeah, of course you get a cut. So I'm at 15. See, I'm at 18.9K followers on Insta. If I get to 20, I'm the lowest level of a. Be nice to her. I'll fuck her ass up in some Tetris, dude. By the way, if you want to play competitive Tetris, get Puyo Puyo Tetris. Lexi and I love it. One of our favorite couple games to do. Seriously, guys. She's a monster at Tetris. Puyo Puyo Tetris rules. I'm going to stream it so you can see Crowman cry. If you want to just go straight up head-to-head, you've got Puyo Puyo. If you want to go straight up head-to-head, Lexi, me, and you two, we should play 4-player. I don't want to see it. I can't believe you still have the box. You're like me.
Over here because I wanted to show it to you. Yeah.
You're like me. I always keep the box of something like that. Puyo 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 and 99? You might fuck me up at 99.
Taking the recycling out yet, so there we go.
I still keep looking for the damn thing. I refuse to pay. I refuse to do the weird I gotta click to get the thing in the cart thing. And I refuse. And by the way, I've been begging Lexi to surprise me with it. And then, so can you tell Lindsay to talk to Lexi and find out how to fucking just make it happen? I don't want to do, you know what I mean? I do enough.
I can find out. Lindsay, what's the thing that you got the PlayStation 5 with?
I'm already exhausted.
Pop cart. Apparently, they will. They'll let you know.
Like as soon as
when something is like in stock, and there you go. So look into Pop Cart, or have Lexi look into Pop Cart.
I will. Yes, please. And I guess are they just at Targets? They're just at Target. Any random Target. They're just. Because my buddy randomly just saw it at a Target and was like, I guess I'll buy one. It's here. You know what I mean? You just have to like go into the store itself. Either way. Chat, you know you love it. We are here. Over 100 people have turned out for our Dune episode. Do you think, again, we will have Tenry coming through at some point? When I bought my Switch, the guy was like, you don't want a PS5? Are you serious? All right, maybe I'll just go to a Target. Just hope and plead. I am only as important as the number of people that agree with my opinions, Kara Sketches. I'm not going to try to go until like May before FF7 Remake Intergrade comes out. What's Intergrade? Ooh, is it just like an extended?
I heard there's a Evil Dead or like Army of Darkness with Bruce Campbell game coming out. I don't know if that's true or not.
Didn't they also announce that Bruce Campbell, I believe, announced they're going into production on Evil Dead 4?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think like.
Are they gonna do? I hope I've talked about this show before on this stream, but just like the Ash vs. Evil Dead, which is actually on Netflix. Look, it's so good, and I hope there's a couple like side characters there that are in that I hope they make an appearance in that as well.
I need to watch it for sure.
But yeah, the video game, because I played a couple of the old like PS2 like Evil Dead games, and those were fun. And like Bruce Campbell would do like voiceover on those and stuff. But
Entrapment,
I'm sure it could be like a whole nother level. So.
Entrapment, I am all about some free DLC featuring Yuffie. I'm also shocked they would jump to Yuffie because you definitely don't meet Yuffie until you acquire at least Red. No, wait, well, I guess actually, spoilers for the first game, but yeah, never mind. I guess that actually, that tracks. The only thing Holden has influenced was the pizza guy to start working out more because he gets so winded from hauling a dozen pizzas to Holden's house every day. I don't eat pizza anymore because I'm not in New York anymore. And pizza here sucks. Sometimes I have pizza. Actually, I had pizza with Henry the other night. We had a nice pizza. Like a personal made. You know what it is? this is what it is, Jeff. Don't try to get good normal pizza, like real pizza. You can get those little artisanal personal pans.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine out here, right?
Yeah,
Fancy pizza is what I call it. You know what I mean? But don't even try to get fucking legitimately good ass pizza in here. Napoli pizza in LA is good. Is that what I'm talking about? Fancy pizza, right? Where it's like
what do they have in LA that's better than New York? What's like a thing that you've noticed so far?
Food wise, not a whole lot. The Thai food out here is banging. Mexican is the number one out here. Yeah,
really?
Fish tacos, like
that. Okay, you kind of sold me on that too.
Yeah. Mexican is gonna be far better out here. For sure. That's what wins out here food wise, just wall to wall, because it's right there. And Thai and sushi, we have like 8 Thai or sushi places just on the next couple blocks near. Like we're on like Sushi Row over here where we're at. And it's great stuff. And honestly, the burger game here, just the classic burger and fries is all over the place here. But really, the better thing in LA, it's always gonna be the weather, the sun. The sun is like a different beast out here. You feel it. You feel its presence. When
we're all vaccinated and everything, I'm gonna need you to do some research on the cocktail bars.
Well, you know what it is, dude. It's all about tiki bars out here.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's those tiki spots. So we got to get the big with the volcanoes and all that kind of stuff.
We haven't really done a tiki drink on the stream. I should do a tiki. As it gets warmer, I find a good tiki drink.
We should also find a good, ridiculous, giant glass from like Amazon or whatever.
Yeah.
Like we should each get the same absurd. It's like a bra or so. You know what I mean? It's like something ridiculous.
Yeah, and something that we make at the beginning of the stream.
Yes, and sip on it for the entire stream. Yeah,
I love
that'll
this.
be so fucking funny.
It'll be like, it's gonna happen.
Everclear has to be involved, and hopefully we can light a part. Hopefully we can light a part of it on fire.
There's a bar in New York called Otto's Shrunken Head.
Yes.
That I'm sure you know about. Yeah, but if anybody who comes to New York can get a chance to go here once it's safe to go places again. They have a volcano there. Yeah, it's not only delicious, but of course they got the flaming 151 in the center, and you need at least 4 people to make it through that thing kind of all right.
Yes.
To be drinking it, because
completely.
Yeah. We tried with 3 once and it didn't go well, and anyway, I'm just reminiscing now. I love that. I want to go places again, man.
Dude, you're telling me, man. I mean, it's cool to get to hang out with some friends. We did a screening. Henry got a projector. Natalie gave Henry a projector for Christmas, actually, and we did a screening of Coming to America in his backyard last.
The new one?
Last Saturday, yeah.
Coming to America, yeah.
Yes, and it was super fun. I'm gonna say this right now, real talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Jermaine, love the guy. Like, first time I watched that movie, I watched it with Lexi, and we were kind of cool on it. Like, we thought it was fun and charming, but we were just we just enjoyed it pleasantly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, the difference an actual group of people makes, and like a screening makes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Holy! Yeah. I found it hilarious. It was hilarious to me the second time I saw it.
It's like yeah. I feel like one of the things that most brings that out in people is watching MST3K like by yourself versus watching it with a room full of people.
Yes.
It's like even like one other person, it just makes a big difference. So
much better.
I love it even just like watching it on my own, but it becomes like exceptional the minute there's other people to laugh with.
Agreed. Completely agreed. All right, here we go. Running around the bend, we've got a toast for Jamar Mel and my choice for a karaoke song. And then Bonesaw, of course, donated for Dog Police. And I believe that you will be taking that on, Jeff. So
am I going to be singing it, or I'm just going to be? I think you just said I was going to be dancing to it, or am I going to be?
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know what's about to happen. To be quite honest with you,
anyway,
I am.
Bonesaw, clarify that because I don't remember what it was.
Well, either way, we have the YouTube link in here, and I can get that over to you because we'll still probably have you share your audio if you're going to be.
Yeah, dancing. I can go crazier with the dance if I'm not having to sing it as well.
Yeah,
but
there you go. All right, we'll get it. Okay,
I
toast
might
or
bring
roast
some
and Holden's choice
back
for
up
karaoke
here.
song. I'm just not in a roasty mood because I feel roasted, and I hate.
Wait, I'm sorry again. Who are we roasting? I know I always ask this, but
Dude.
who?
I won't
Yeah.
tell you. You have to figure it out.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I might just roast everybody then.
Jamar Mel, you fucking dude. Thank you so much for all that you do, Jamar Mel. I really appreciate it. Honestly, I really appreciate your positivity coming in here, Jamar Mel. And I appreciate the kind words you had to say about the podcast. I like that I feel like you're the type of person that would kill for me, that would take a life for me. And I need soldiers right now. I'm building an army right now. And you're welcome. You get a free ticket in. You get a ticket in. Bonesaw gets a ticket in. Sam and Bacon, if she can beat me at Tetris, gets a ticket in. Moon Bastard needs a job anyways right now. Got laid off recently. Gets a ticket in. I'm going to go with Wayward Weasel. I need a sneak. I need someone sneaky and cheeky to get a ticket in. So you get in, Wayward Weasel. Bonesaw, or Moon Bastard rather, I can only hook you up with even less than actually what they're even offering for minimum wage right now, which is $7.50, which is really is bad. You know what I mean? Actually, yeah, EI Limited has that fetish gear job. So yeah, you can make armor and supplies and blunt instruments. So yeah, you're definitely getting in. And honestly, I kind of want to get a sex dungeon in the barracks as well. So I kind of want you to get in on that as well. So we need to, because the soldiers need sexual, like aggressive sexual release after a day of battling for me, right? I am starting a jihad. I'm going to say R times Paul Atreides. I will be starting a massive jihad religious war, and I'm down for you guys to join it or whatever. It's cool. I'll take blood as payment. I can give you, that's the problem though. How about mustard? I can't even hook it up with ketchup. And it should be an all-woman army. You're right, to stay true to God Emperor. Cheers, Jamar Mel. This sip's for you.
Jamar
Yes,
Mel.
yeah,
When one is called upon to do a bris, and one has never performed a bris, and one is not exactly sure what part of the ceremony other than the little part of the bris is important. It's important to have an informant. Jamar Mel, just encyclopedic knowledge of like everything. I mean, you can ask Jamar Mel like a question about pretty much anything. Say, give me 4 facts about the medieval farming systems, and Jamar Mel is gonna fire back with some of that stuff. And so there I am, wandering into the wrong door, and going, oh look, the Moyle's here. He's gonna do the bris now, and I'm handed a scalpel, and I'm like ushered to the front of this line full of people. I'm like, hi, whatever. I hear it, and a little thing flies at me, a little white thing, and I shadowy figure miming towards the ear, and I was like, okay, what is this? And I said, oh, it's my hearing aid. I couldn't hear. And so I stick this in my ear, and I hear this voice, the angelic voice, this sort of this calming sort of, I mean, I can't do it, but saying, here's what you're going to do. Talks me through the bris. I made only like, I would say less than 7 missteps in that bris, and before I knew it, that baby was circumcised. I get out of there getting paid like $500, and I get just like a nod and a little and then swoosh, like jumped out the window like Batman. It was amazing. And yeah, that kind of stuff sticks with you, and now I know who to call next time I find myself in a situation that's a little too hairy for me. I don't know what to do. Jamar Mel. Cheers.
Delicious. All right, here we go. It's time for me to do a little karaoke, and it's my choice. So I'm gonna go with. Okay. All right, guys, the karaoke. Well, do the lyrics? No, but that's just nothing. Okay. No, it's not. Oh, they don't have the actual karaoke version. All right, fine. We'll do something else. I was gonna do it. Well, I guess I could just like pull it up. Yeah, I was gonna do Primus Big Brown Beaver, but they don't have like a good actual backing track of it. So I guess more T-Swift it is.
If I just go,
Primus does suck. DMV is a good one. I mean, now people are trying to be... No, Moon Bastard. Primus sucks is the thing they chant at his shows. He's actually doing the right thing there. All right, here we go. Let me pick something else now. Damn it, that was so disappointing. I would just have assumed that definitely was... that definitely was... all right, how about this? How about... what's the... Oh, yeah. Okay, here, let's do that one. All right, here we go. Oh, shit. Still same time period of my life, so it works. Sit around and watch the tube, but nothing's on. I change the channels for an hour or two. Twiddle my thumbs just for a bit. I'm sick of all the same old shit. In a house with unlocked doors, and I'm fucking lazy. Bite my lip and close my eyes. Take me away to paradise. I'm stood, I'm bored, and I'm going blind, and I smell like shit. Peel me off this Velcro seat and get me moving. I sure as hell can't do it by myself. I'm feeling like a dog in heat, barred indoors from the summer street. I locked the door to my own key, and not selling, I lost the key. Bite my lip and close my eyes. Take me away to paradise. I'm stood, I'm bored, and I'm going blind, and I smell like shit. I got no motivation. Where is my motivation? No time for motivation. Smoking my inspiration. Woo! I sit around and watch the phone, but no one's calling. Call me pathetic, call me what you will. My mother says to get a job, but she don't like the one she's got. When masturbation thoughts is fun, you're fucking lonely. Bite my lip and close my eyes. Take me away to paradise. Stood, I'm bored, and I'm going blind, and loneliness has to suffice. Bite my lip and close my eyes. Slipping away to paradise. Some say quit or I'll go blind, but they're just a man. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. That was awesome, girls. Loved it. A music education that they're getting these days. Amazing. Man, is work more bearable with drunk karaoke in my ear? Hell yeah. Fantastic job, Jeff. Amazing stuff for sure. You are still muted, but that's fine.
Did I break my microphone?
Oh no, you're fine.
Okay, because I did definitely pull it off the desk. So
oh, you're fine. And these things are so sturdy, so
yeah.
Should be all right. That would be rough though. That would be a rough one. We'll figure it out. We'll always figure it out. This was great. Thank you. And now I think we've got, I guess, something called Dog Police. So, Jeff, why don't I'm going to put it in chat, and you can pull it, because I think you should share your audio with me for this one.
Okay, I'll attempt to sing it.
Or actually, you'll attempt to sing it? Okay.
Well, yeah, why don't you do? Actually, you sing it, and I'll
I don't even think it's a song, but I realize now I can play the video, so.
Okay.
That guy's kind of like Paw Patrol. I'm just pouring more alcohol during this. We did it. That was an abrupt ending. Fantastic. There you go. Welcome to the rest of your lives chat as we continue the Dune edition of... I feel like it's so weird to be back here with the jazz music. I was like really into that. I want to go back to our dog police dystopian future that we were just in. That was kind of stupid. I was into it, right? That's how I feel, right? It was like, but now I'm sad. I don't understand this reality. I also am in no way high, which I feel like needs to happen on a Monday in order to.
That was kind of stupid that I was the music or me.
Oh no! Wait, what now?
Cuddy McGill said that was kind of stupid, but I was into it. So.
Right? All of it. I will. Jeff, have I talked to you about 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim yet?
No.
Okay. Let me give you the soft pitch. Chat, if you're sick of me talking about this game, I get it. I've talked about it a lot on other things. I will try to keep this as succinct as possible. Jeff, PlayStation 5. It's on PlayStation 4, but you can get it on PlayStation 5.
Mm.
13 main characters. Sci-fi, kids operating mechs. Time travel mechanic. Multiple timeline mechanic. Oh, I love my woman.
Are we about to get low?
You made me all gushy in my downstairs, woman. Look at you. Come here, say hi to
Hey. And ladies and gentlemen, just
I'm in love with you.
off camera.
Hold on, let me be. Can I be in love for 2 seconds?
Sure.
What?
I'm
Put
enjoying
your
it too.
pants
We're all
up.
enjoying
Why
it.
are your pants unzipped?
Because I'm fat. and
No,
pregnant.
my God. Never mind. Get out of here. Never mind. Leave.
Love you, love you. Hi, Dad. I'm
Tell you what, you make your wife a steak dinner and give her a massage, and all of a sudden you're the best person ever. Why don't I just do this
It's true.
once
That's
a
all it
week?
takes.
At
Why
least.
don't you?
I don't know. And it's our anniversary on Wednesday, by the way,
We're
guys.
so gross.
No. Nice.
2 years.
Last year we had COVID.
Last year we had COVID and it sucked, so we're gonna
Yeah.
try to make it more fun this year.
We missed our 10-year anniversary last year because of COVID.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Unbelievable.
We'll make up
Yeah,
for
so
it,
we're
but-
gonna make it happen. This year we're gonna do something nice, even though we're still kind of shut down. But we'll go out to dinner
We're gonna
and
go look at baby furniture.
I'll plug her a couple times if you know what I mean.
Okay.
All right, can I please for a moment have a conversation, please?
His children are there.
Yeah, it was a back
Mind
rub.
the Fontanelle.
Bye, darling. Thanks in advance for making that chili, girl. I love it. You know I love it. She's making some chili for us later. Yeah, now we're having one. She had her check-in today. Everything's cool. So we're officially well into week 17. About to hit week 18 here on Thursday. Every Thursday it clips up a week.
Does this if
Thank you,
if this isn't the thing it should be, do pregnant women count as like a medical condition like to get vaccinated?
So yes, it looks like Lexi could be eligible sooner than me.
That should be, yeah. I mean that should be that women.
I will
who are
say,
pregnant should
she
be.
feels a little like, should I definitely do it or should I wait to have the kid to get the vaccination? It does feel a little weird, but she'll be fine, right?
No, because then the kid absorbs her super blood,
Right.
and
is also vaccinated. Yeah, it's
yeah,
probably good.
and perhaps has a power or two. to
But I
boot.
get it too. It's such a delicate balance when you have a life in you. You're like, oh God,
Yeah.
I need to be she has to be so good in all these ways. She can't drink, that's for sure. And I'm getting fucking lit up too. Chat.
We'll deal with Lexi drinking once that kid's popped out of her. Then
Because at
we'll,
least she can pump and dump. So did Lindsay have to pump and dump a lot?
Yeah, well, we had a whole thing. Oh God, I don't know if I want to get
people
into
don't understand. Yeah, and I don't want to speak. I don't want to make Lindsay share too much if she don't want to. But what I have learned about, if you, assuming the kid takes to the nipple, which is its own little thing, its own
hard to
little
do.
half and half. Hell yeah, Fritz Bone Lord. That's awesome to hear, man. That's fucking rad, dude. Congratulations. So if the kid latches onto the nip, but what you have to do if you want to drink is, if you're going to drink that night, you got to pump that milk out of you afterwards and dump it. And that's why they call it a pump and dump.
Yeah, I remember that one. I mean, I don't remember.
Well, you pump and dump for fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll share about that all day. I don't mind. Hell yeah. If he's a true holdinator, he'll take to the nipple. I know, right? I'm probably he'll take to the nipple. She will take to the nipple, by the way, for its Bone Lord. It's a lady, but who knows? I'll be open if it doesn't end up being, if they're non-binary or a man or whatever. It's fine with me.
He's a man.
I know.
baby.
I'm great. I get it. I'm really cool.
I'm making drink number 3 happen.
Hell yeah, Lindsay.
Lindsay, do you want drink number 3? You good?
Get that baby drunk. I'm fully vaccinated. Awesome, Salmon Bacon. But y'all know it's 2 weeks after the final shot that you still aren't clear. Ah, interesting. Holden is the bravest. I'm pretty brave about how I feel about trans people. And I want you guys to know that. I'm really brave about trans people.
Guys, I just want you to know.
Nightmare.
I'm
I'm
here
a week
for you.
after dose 2 of Moderna. By the way, yeah, what should I get if I had the choice? What's the best one? Then I'm gonna go
I
find
heard
Holden in LA and rub my face on him. Oh my god, amazing. Good
Is this
bastard.
Pfizer that's supposed to like a slightly more clinically. If I don't know. I mean, I don't give a crap. Whatever they want to pump into me, I'll take it. So.
Pfizer, J&J.
I heard Pfizer is like the most resilient against the mutations.
See, Jackal Party's non-binary, and they are definitely assuring me I'm a nice and cool. And I'm gonna throw Brave in there as well, if you don't mind, person.
I love that. I love. I love that the spectrum of people that we get on this show is
for sure
really awesome. Makes me so happy.
I got Moderna and was fevery after the second shot. Hell yeah, Moon Bastard. I know, I love it. I was just kidding. But it is kind of interesting to hear the different who's getting what is more what's curious to me. Like who's, what are more people getting than others? I just love it's getting out there. I need to actually look into it. I might be able to schedule an appointment at least or get in line or something. I haven't even looked because I just assumed I was nowhere close to being able to get it. First was pretty bad for me. I'm hoping the second is as bad. Oh, really? So were you feverish and shit?
Lindsay got really sick after the second dose.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she was kind of fine after the first one. The second one, yeah, she got like a fever and everything. She had this big like welt on her arm that she was worried was getting bigger. So I like traced it with a pen, and it wasn't getting bigger, but it was like slowly moving down. It was weird. It was like
gotcha.
Going down her arm a little bit, and but then a couple days after that, it was like all cleared up. But
also, I don't really play video games. Oh damn, Fritz Lord. Yeah, I've heard that some people have gotten this shot at Walgreens because they have extra that would go bad if not used. So apparently, if they don't use the shot within 6 hours, it goes bad and they have to throw it away. So actually a strategy could be to show up at a CVS or a Walgreens around 6 hours after it opens and just check in with them and be like, you got any extra? Like apparently you could kind of do that. But yeah, I don't know how well it'll work or not, but that is very interesting.
That's awesome.
Did I get gray hair in my chin or my pubes first? I don't really check my pubes as hard. I'm gonna go with chin, but maybe there was a gray hair in the pubers before that. I could see it. The late Kate, hospitals are doing that too. My boss got one. She said the hospital here gives out extra doses every day at 2 p.m. So there you go.
That's why I keep the nice stubble beard. You can see less of the gray.
I should really get aggressive. If I could get this fucking shot, man. Be so cool. I'm
actually, I guess I can announce this. I'm going to be doing something. I'm going to be working a little bit with, Lindsay does this thing with Piper Theater every year where she like works as like a teacher, and they teach like a summer theater program for kids. Obviously it was all remote last year. This year they're doing it in person with like all these like crazy like safety protocols. Everybody's masked, but it's all outdoors, but like under tents, like rain or shine. But I'm gonna be doing a little bit of work with them too, which means that I'm like required to do to get the vaccine. So I'm working on that myself.
What's up, Frown Clown? Just show up and ask. I was able to get mine when my wife got hers. That's incredible. Yeah, I should just do it. I should say
Lone Star Kate and her husband Eric, who
yes,
who I got to hang out with them the other night, and they bought some of the girls' Girl Scout cookies, and they just came. We had like a porch hang. But they got their vaccines too, and because of their jobs, and it was great.
That's fucking rad.
Anybody's in the Brooklyn area or eventually the Staten Island area, come hang out.
Hell yeah!
I'll make you drinks on my porch.
Also, here are the incentives one more time, or again and again and again. $5 for a toaster roast to you. $10 to choose one for performing karaoke. Jeff has not performed any karaoke yet tonight. I'm sure he'd like to do a song. I would love to continue to sing. My girl T Swift, she got that album of the year on the Grammys last night. Great performance of Cardigan, August, and Willow as well. A medley of the 3 songs with Jack Antonoff and damn it, why can't I even think of his name all of a sudden? I've been so good at remembering everyone's names. What's the best way to let Henry know that we like the Dune podcast? I feel bad that some Reddit opinions got him upset. Oh, it's fine. He's fine. Don't let him know I told you that, okay? Because then he'll be like, you're way down it. Adam Dresner, thank you so much, the league.
Don't saw sorry because I'm moving to Staten Island. Is that what it was?
The 3rd in a row, which is sweet. Yeah, that's kind of amazing as well. The 3rd for her. Billy.
Also, thank you. I don't really play video games for being like the best human commercial machine ever for plugging Space Captain of Space in chat there. So yeah, check it out.
Hell yeah, Fruitsbone Lord. And yeah, I should have time tomorrow to record that stuff. Thanks for reminding me, because I completely forgot with all this other shit going on. No more mentions of the unspoken. We talk about T-Swift. No, because it didn't give you a real karaoke song. Yeah, there you go. But that, hey, Dog Police is bigger than a real karaoke song. Come on, any day I'll take that. Man, also we spoiled chat. I had Jackie and I were slamming some karaoke down on Jack and E's. Now that we were in the same room, we can sing songs together. So that might have stolen a little of the thunder, Jeff. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do?
I'll bring my own thunder if called upon to do so.
Yeah, well, I've never heard of thunder because I live in LA and we don't really get that sort of weather.
Yeah. It rains actual shit from the sky.
I'll see you Wednesday for the T-Swift stream with Skulk. Oh, God, is that happening? Don't do that, Skulk, please. Is he really going to play T-Swift and talk shit about it for a full 2 hours? Oh, I can't wait to not watch that stream. Holden, when you get your shot, you should come over and pump some iron, fucker. Let's jack and get jacked. I got some home gym. I got that home gym, you bitch. Sounds good, dude. I'm down. I've been running again. I've been running around this neighborhood. It's awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Nice. Yeah.
I've been getting around the around the cemetery here, but there's like a park right near me where we live in Staten Island. I've said this the last couple weeks, but yeah, in early May we're gonna move to Staten Island at this a house in Staten Island, but there's a park nearby. I'm gonna run that instead of the cemetery.
I love this from EI Limited. Nobody with kids has time for Dune. Absolutely. Hey, I fucking love Wu-Tang, man.
I made time for Skyrim, but I don't know if I'll have time for both Dune and all the other Dunes after Dune.
I mean, that's the thing. And the problem is, like, honestly, man, I feel like books 3, well, they're all good. Dune is a classic for a reason. Audiobook is the way to go, probably, at the end of the day, especially if you have kids. But, yeah, I don't know.
The popular zeitgeist, and I'm not saying this not based on my own thing, but people, what I hear people say, what people tend to think that Dune is going to be boring. People tend to think, oh god, it's gonna be so long and boring. So I don't know if they got that from the Lynch film. I didn't see the Lynch film, so I have no idea, or whatever the deal was. But you don't find it boring, presumably. So.
It took about 200 pages to get into it. I'll just say that. And then it was really fun.
The first time I read his Dark Materials, like because there's a lot of world building in the beginning of like the first novel, then I was enjoying it, but I'm like, it's a little slow. And then the minute, Yorick Bernison shows up, I'm like, okay, it's on. Now we're good. But I'm willing to give a book a little bit of time to set the stage.
Matt Dabber says, has anyone listened to the audiobook recently and can recommend it? Hell yeah. I've heard it's great. Yes, and I would say that first chunk of pages is a bit of a slog. There's a lot of, I feel like also if you know the vocabulary of the weird concepts and tech and everything in it, it helps it. But yeah, it's a very cold world. It's a very cold, like, kind of shitty world everyone's in, So I think that it doesn't get really fascinating until like we kind of get past the introduction of that cold world.
Have you seen the Lynch movie? I know that he hates
but
it.
I need to rewatch it. I tried to watch it the other night really high, back in New York actually, so it wasn't the other night, it was like a while back. And I was so out of my mind though, so I have to actually go back and try to I did watch it way back when, but again, I've always been like so high I can't even see straight, and then sort of
I'm like that with there's a movie I've seen, I think the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie like 3 times, but each time I've been so drunk that I remember nothing about what I saw. So
yeah.
But yeah, I know that what I know from the Wikipedia page though that the Lynch Dune like nobody was happy with. Apparently on a couple versions of it, he actually changed his name to Alan Smithy, and and it bombed at the time and got critically panned, but it's got kind of a cult following since then. I wonder if it's one of those ones you can appreciate the fun of it more now. It looks pretty batshit from the the screen caps I've seen, but I'm going to check that out at some point.
Just watch the Lynch Doom for Patrick Stewart. For all that cast is amazing. Like, there's so many great people. Sting, fucking Kyle MacLachlan. There's so many great people in it, for sure. It's
in a sci-fi bikini brief.
It's ridiculous. Brad Dourif, Clint
Oh, yeah.
Blockman, Couch Chanley, Channel Brickman's in it.
Max von Sydow.
Slack Howry's in it.
The great Sean Young.
Colonel George McScott's in it. Joe Jorgensen's in it. Practical Magic's in it. The whole movie, Practical Magic's just in it.
They
Max
filmed
von
it in
Sydow for
Darket.
sure. Bootsy Collins. Grant Cotters was in it, I think. Chowder Langley, I believe, starred in 4 scenes in it. B.B. King plays a couple of blues numbers in it. Chandler Ross is in it, which is great. The inspiration for Friends. Charles Mingus does 2 horn blows in it. And he's an upright bass player, so it's kind of weird that he does that. Just really good stuff. Salamander Situation is in it, which is he's one of my favorite named people ever. Ugh, I need weed, man. I'm not gonna lie.
You're in Cal. Just reach to your left or your right and get some
right
weed.
out that window. But then I go, I think I like it during a stream, and then I realize very quickly, like, I wish I'd waited till after. This doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? So I have to wait.
Yeah, you're in LA now, and so then this is ending for me at 10 o'clock.
Yes.
And it's for you at 7?
It's aiming
so
for me at 7, yeah. So
Yeah,
I have a
so
whole
you-
night ahead of me. Yeah, it's a
And
whole weird
had
thing.
5
should get a pen.
cocktails. Yeah.
I've been slowly
Apologies to
kind of
Lexi
acquiring
again.
my stuff for that. Where are we at? Here are the incentives yet again.
36.
My God. 5:36, or for you, and we lost an hour too, Jeff. I love the extra daylight though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. There's still daylight outside right behind me, man. I'm still living in the day.
It
right
plays
now.
hell with you a little bit when you got kids, but
Oh, just that one day of losing an hour.
yeah, but
Brutal.
yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love that it's still light out, though. You know, I need more sun, especially now that I live in the day more. Jeff, I wake up at 9 or 10 every day. I used to
Really?
be. That used to be. Oh yeah. Now I go to bed around midnight. And wake up around 9 or 10.
Damn, son. That's
Vacations,
what brought
yeah.
that just with Lexi's schedule and things with or just you have a lot more stuff going on, I guess.
She's ridiculous. She still sleeps till 11 or 12.
Yeah.
She's absurd. She needs double the sleep apparently as everybody else.
That sounds about right.
That was pre-pregnancy, and now it's compounded with the pregnancy. It's absurd.
Honestly, I got Skyrim kind of late, and the high time of my playing it was like when Lindsay was pregnant, and I got a lot of hours in on that because it's just like me sitting around by myself.
Can I throw a couple of little factoids out your way, Jeff, that might
Sure.
change your mind about some future things? Factoid number 1, they of course are working on Elder Scrolls 6. They have been for a while, right? That would be the next entry in the saga. Elder Scrolls 5 was Skyrim, correct?
That's when the girls get sent to boarding school.
But also, Bethesda got bought by Microsoft. So, Elder Scrolls 6 will very most likely be exclusive to the Xbox. Just throwing it out there to you, Jeff.
That's a good excuse for me to get out. And, I'm not buying an Xbox.
I don't think it's coming out anytime soon,
Yeah.
but eventually, and PC, if you also have a PC. Eventually,
I got
you may
my,
need to acquire an Xbox, but I wouldn't worry about it right now, Jeff. Because I think we're at least a full year, if not 2 to 3 years away from Elder Scrolls 6 coming out.
Well, I got nothing against the Xbox. It's just that I can't work and raise kids and and
play Elder Scrolls 6
and be married to my wife and still play Elder Scrolls 6.
Well, so maybe it's a good thing for now. Maybe it's a good thing for now. But yeah, it is funny. I just kind of put 2 and 2 together that you just got a PS5. I will say though, I don't think it's going to come out for a very long time. You should try Demon Souls. You should pick it up.
Maybe. I mean, the only option I really have that I'm into right now would be like Miles Morales, and
which looks amazing.
I'm very, very excited to. There's that. I mean, that Harry Potter game, that Hogwarts game. I'm very into that.
Oh yeah, that'll be great, I think.
And oops, I froze.
You did?
You might still be able to hear me on your side. This happens occasionally, and we freeze on this side, but you can still hear me on that side. So
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You could hear me that whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole time.
And then right after that happens, then a little thing pops up here, says your internet connection is unstable, which yes, of course it is.
Oh.
Tired?
Oh yeah. Dude, it's been a hell of a fucking Monday, man. And it's Sunday, dude. My Sundays are like this is the thing with people. Okay, this is what I want to throw out there to some people, all right? Because people like to come at me with their their fuck shit, right? They try to come at me with their FS. And I think the internet might be technically a little better here, but I think I pretty much pay for the same internet that I was getting before. Like I purposely got the most expensive, like, best internet I can get for my livelihood, right? I'm happy to pay whatever is needed. That said, I forgot what I was gonna say. Whatever, Jeff, man. I don't even know.
Done.
I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, there's the
bring Henry in here. Bring
some
life back into this bullshit.
$10 for karaoke. Hopefully it's more stable than NYC. Yeah, I mean, maybe a little more stable than NYC. Maybe a little bit. I haven't noticed any issues. Well, so that's what it was. So yeah, I just my thing is I work 6 days a week. I do not have the 5-day work week that most people have. And most people are calling for a 4-fucking-day work week. I have a 6-day work week. Sunday has officially just become as busy as any other work day. It used to be like a light work day, I used to call it. So it's kind of like, no, it's now just like a normal ass work day. So that's the trade-off. If you want the trade-off, you got to work. You want to have a fun job like me. Oh, look at him. He drinks. Oh, he drinks on stream. But know this, chat. You got to put your balls on the table and you got to let someone come in, a big hairy guy. He's like, he's got a big mouth. He's like, I crush it. You're like, I want it. I want you to do it. He just fucking slams the mallet down. So your balls might as well be a liquid pouch. Thank you, fatly sacked Mac. Appreciate your non-sarcastic comment. What were you going to say, Jeff?
I was going to say, no, I was going to agree with you. I was going to back you up. This is work. What we're doing right now, this is work. This isn't social time with a friend. Holden can barely stand me. You guys, this is a chore. This is something he's doing as a charity a little bit for me and just, to keep himself busy a little bit because the man can't not be working.
Fluffy Bear, I love the idea of anyone walking in on just my tirade just then. I love it. Yeah, you gotta work more, but the work is fun, right? And soon I'll have a fucking daughter. And you know what I'm gonna say to her? Where's the paycheck? Get out there. How early are you getting your daughters to work for you, Jeff? Get jobs.
They're doing their best. We're trying to see what direction that it's going to take. If it's going to be their artwork is pretty good, but still, well below industry standards. And their reading's not that great yet, so they can't do a lot of cold reads or things. And we do tell them that we'll love them more if they are able to put on a good show for the nice people, but that mostly just makes them cry at this point. We don't actually get the performance that we're really looking for. We're hoping we'll get there though within the year.
I'm just excited to have this daughter so I can technically have a content house.
Yeah.
So Bonesall, so who here actually got the drink we're making tonight? Again, that is the Liquescent Melange, Mezcal, Blue Curacao, Bitterman's Hellfire Bitters, Allspice, White Pepper, and it's 2 parts Mezcal, 3/4 part Blue Curacao, which is why all of our tongues are blue at this point. 6 drops of Bitterman's Hellfire Bitters. That's the one ingredient I was unable to acquire.
This stuff is awesome.
Right?
Get it. Drop it into your old-fashioned to your Manhattan next time you get a chance.
Hell yeah. Dash of allspice, which is, for me, a mixture of cinnamon, ground cloves, and nutmeg. A dash of white pepper, just a dash will do you. And stir with ice and pour. Boom. I love it, Bonesall, that you mix. I love it when people mix along with us. It's so awesome. Sip that shit like
that's so great. Yum.
Chatterat. And
local bitters. What kind of are they? Just regular bitters, or are they like?
Yeah, Angostura. Right now, I'm actually gonna put a couple more drops in because honestly, I've just been letting the spice flow at the bottom, like all that allspice I put in, and just been pouring curacao and mezcal into the same glass with all of that spice stuff and mixing.
That works. That's fine.
And that's just been the way I've been doing it. It's a blood, Reagan's blood orange or orange bitters maybe, but blood orange may be different.
Bitters,
I am drunk.
Okay.
I am very drunk, but that's fine. And we are doing this for Renata.
That's Lexi's problem. It's
yeah, it becomes her problem after a point, and not mine, not Jeff's, no one. But
he's the one who has to clean you.
That is the only person that has the problem after this. She has to bathe me and feed me. But honestly, it's good practice for the baby, is what I keep telling her. You know, I become the baby a couple times a week, and it's good practice for her.
I'd be lying if I said that I drank less after the kids were born.
I know, right?
It's
more just a balance, because my one thing is like I feel
that's
like
the thing. Yeah, I don't get like fucked up, but except on Monday nights every 2 weeks. But other than that,
but you know, there's always a part of you that's like, what if we have to go to the hospital right now?
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
it's that. Which is good because I like a nice cocktail, but I don't necessarily always want to get trashed of it. So it's good.
Bonesall, I played Milks more than you could ever fathom. You know what I mean? I play so much fucking Milks.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds dirty.
I would say I don't know what it means.
It sounds something booby related. Hold on.
We are moving in soon to the final hour. I do believe Henry will be joining us at some point. He may have forgotten though. Who knows?
Oh, is Henry gonna come by and show us all his Henry way? Yeah.
Hey, it's L.A. to you, okay? You don't refer to him as Henry. You refer to him straight up as L.A.
Fuck. Sorry.
I do have such a blue tongue. Yeah, you do too. It gives you a blue tongue. What is Curacao? Let's talk about it. This is blue Curacao liqueur. Great addition to any liqueur cabinet.
The same kind I have. I have Yards.
I have de Kuiper. Interesting.
It looks like almost the same label though, even as this is the one brand I found at my local.
Why is it an orange? It's an orange on the front. I don't even understand.
Yeah, here. I'm gonna do a little tiny shot of blue curacao and see what
I'm gonna do a little tiny shot of blue curacao as well. Just a little guy.
Yeah. See what happens.
Try it. Let's try it. Let's talk about it. See what the mouthfeel is.
There is a little orange in mine.
Yeah, it's an orangey. It's
very floral.
I think it's like blue food dyed orange.
Yeah. It tastes a little bit like baby vitamins, like those little orangey powdery baby. It's weird. It doesn't taste that great on its own.
I think that mine tastes pretty good. It tastes like but it's like a candy-like drink. You know what I mean?
Very candy. I think maybe that's what it is. It's a little bit too sweet to stand on its own, but when you cut it with this, it's really nice.
Yeah. You don't want to go too crazy. It's only 3/4 of a shot of it as well.
Yeah, I recommend that because I tried a couple different ratios and much more than that, and I feel like it kind of overtakes it. It becomes a little bit too sweet, and you miss that nice smokiness of the mezcal, which I can't go along with anybody doing that.
Hell yeah. Jeff, I would like to point out to you, I picked up that amazing keyboard over there. Do you see that guy?
Oh, yeah.
As a full 88 key keyboard, beautiful piano feel. It is a, oh my God, what's wrong? I'm blanking on the name of it. What's the big keyboard brand? The Asian one.
Oh, God.
Yamaha. It's a Yamaha. P45 Yamaha. Thank you, Clown Motel. Digital piano. Yes, I've got some really good beginner exercise stuff that I've been doing. I go ba 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 ba, and then I have to go ba 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 like that, like legato is what it's called. Legato means it flows, right? It's legato, right? Or what? Either way, I'm too drunk to talk about this. And staccato is bump. It's like a quick, right? Legato, thank you, not legato. Jesus, what's wrong with me? So you have to go legato with one hand and staccato with the other hand, playing the same thing. So this goes ba 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 ba, and this goes bump 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 bump, and you do it all together, and that's really hard to do because it takes hand isolation. And you go back and forth on that, and then you can play double time with one hand and like eighth notes with one hand and quarter notes with the other hand and stuff like that. And I do all these little exercises, and I'm also learning how to read music. And I'm doing that using this, one of the things I use is this music tutor game right here, right? Where it's just like, it'll just show you a note. It's kind of hard to see because of this stuff. It'll just show you a bar, and it'll put a note on that bar, and you have to choose which note it is, right? And you have to do it really fast, and you just do it really quickly. So right now I'm trying to read sheet music and translate it to playing on piano. I got a bunch of songbooks over there. I got a Disney songbook. I got a T Swift beginner songbook for piano. I got a couple of other just like 51st pop songs songbook. So I'm just trying to do this whole thing where I'm learning how a piano operates, learning the keys, learning how sheet music works, and then trying to translate the two. I haven't quite gotten to the point where I can look at sheet music and play even the most rudimentary of songs. I tried to do it literally with the song Happy Birthday on Saturday, and I still couldn't really do it. But I'm getting there. I'm almost there. And it's been very exciting.
If this time next year I haven't heard a T Swift Kalman mashup, you know, the two, not mashup, but you guys like co-sing, you know, like featuring kind of thing, then I'll be really pissed off.
I hope to get to the point where I can sit even on a stream, Jeff. I could bring my piano or keyboard rather into a stream that we do and just play play fun songs all night. You know what I mean?
That'd be amazing.
Piano party. It hopefully will get there, but man, is it so much fun to learn. It's such a fun little hobby. It kind of reminds me of all the work I do to get good at fighting games, but it's actually worthwhile because I can create, I can write songs with it and stuff and even use it for my actual job.
Yeah.
I want Holden to play the jazz music we're hearing live stream. This is royalty-free jazz. This is not great jazz music, but if you want to hear the best jazz piano, in my opinion, check out the work of Bill Evans, specifically the albums Portrait in Jazz, as well as Everybody Digs Bill Evans, Sunday at the Village Vanguard, and honestly, there's so many other great albums of his, but he's my favorite pianist of all time. Count Basie's amazing. Buddy of mine does improv piano for Dad's Garage. That's awesome, Cuddy McGill. We kind of have a weird connection to Dad's Garage. They're an improv group in Atlanta, and they also came out of Florida State University, but they were the generation or so before us. So I feel like we're kindred spirits with Dad's Garage. Very similar to Murder Fist in our lineage. CockTails should have a piano bar vibe. I would love to be able to sit here and maestro for you guys all night. Hopefully we'll get there, where I can just sit here and play
you
piano.
used to have pretty good really awesome playlists. I mean, not that this is bad. This doesn't bother me at all. This music, this royalty-free music, but yeah, it's a shame that we can't. on the reposting of the episode that it's all you can't hear anything because there's
oh, and people are getting arrested. It's unbelievable, man.
What's a good place to see live jazz music in New York?
Village Vanguard's my favorite, and I just mentioned one of my favorite musicians' albums is Sunday at the Village Vanguard. Right. The Village Vanguard is my full stop favorite jazz club in the world. It's incredible. It's in the West Village. It is, you can feel the one train underneath you when it passes, and it's this tiny little hole, and the acoustics are amazing, and I've seen incredible jazz in that room, and it's just such a comfortable, cool jazz room. Like, when you go into it, it's like underground. You'll see the greatest musicians, jazz musicians of all time there that are like here in modern day. I saw Brad Maldot there to speak of another great jazz pianist who's more modern. I've seen amazing stuff there. I actually got to see Paul Motion there as well, who's the drummer for the Bill Evans Trio. I got to see a set from him as well. What's up, Dingle Tug? So yeah, the Village Vanguard for sure. That's my number one. I don't know if it still exists, but St. Nick's in Harlem was one of the coolest fucking spots. Best place. If you want, this was my go-to in my 20s to impress a date. If I took a date to St. Nick's, that was the place. As you go in, it's so cool. It's this bar. There's always just like a cool group of people fucking slamming out music. One time I was just like a soul food buffet. Just the drinks are flowing. It's cheap. It's amazing. Some of the best jazz you'll hear, and it's just like a pick up jam sessions a little bit. You know what I mean? So a keytar is just a weirdly shaped keyboard, or is it a different instrument? Oh yeah, absolutely, just a keyboard. Squeaky Jenkins. Saw him there. Two Lips Freddy. Saw him tooth there. I saw One Lip George play there too, Pop. Blue Note's fine. I've been to, did I go to Birdland? I liked, the Stand. No, it's not the Stand. What am I thinking of? I took Lexi there. My favorite, personally, Village Vanguard. Nothing else has held a candle to it. Apparently Tonic is really good in New York. Jeff, you asked the wrong dude, bro, because I'm really into this stuff.
I know, but I kind of wanted advice, because at some point I'd love to check that out. I used to go to... One of
my greatest sadnesses of leaving New York is that I was not able to go to the Village Vanguard one last time.
Come back to New York when things are cool and stay with me in our guest room, and we'll go to the Village Vanguard.
I am in love with that club. I mean, and that has been some of my favorite jazz albums of all time have been recorded there. John Coltrane has an amazing box set live from the Village Vanguard. One of the greatest performances. I mean, this is literally like every great has played there and made amazing music there and even recorded some of it, and it's like classic albums. And dude, it used to be you could go to those Vanguard. It was by the way, $30 for a ticket. You go in, and you get an hour of music. It used to be, now it's a little too popular. I used to be able to go, and if you just ordered one more drink in between sets, they would let you stay. So you could go there for $30 to get in and just order a drink in between sets and stay for like 3 more sets and get like 3 hours of some of the greatest jazz music you've ever heard for fucking the price of like one more drink. It was incredible.
Hey, I regret that I didn't take as much advantage of like the music and stuff and going to places, finding places like that.
Yeah, because it's there and it's like.
Yeah, right after I broke up with my last girlfriend before I ended up dating Lindsay, I started going to, after work, I go to Terra Blues down in the Village, and that's a place. It's cool. I mean, there's like a lot of like really good blues there, but it's like
gone to Terra Blues, yeah.
But it doesn't feel cool. It doesn't feel like this smoky like little like
which is what the Vanguard,
which is what you're describing, yeah.
Yeah, the
Terra
Vanguard's like this perfect. Again, talk about a perfect date spot too.
Yeah,
perfect date spot. That whoever you take there, they're pussy will be dribbling so hard by the end. You'll be like, what are we at? Are we at SeaWorld? What's going on, you fucking orca? You know what I mean? And then they get all mad because you called him a whale. It's a whole nightmare. But
that's so many dates for me. What are we doing next, Dorka? Fucking Shamu, what you got for me? Hey, so
Dribbles over there making me crazy. Yeah, it's a great place. It's a great place. So man, maybe toast for Skelechair, sending good vibes.
There we go.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask if we had any more toasts or karaoke or anything.
We got one right here for Skelechairs. Here are the donation incentives as I continue to get more and more ripped to pieces by this mezcal. I think I missed mine. Kyle, I think you did miss yours, but I'll give you another quickie. $10, choose one of us for karaoke. We'd love to sing you some songs. I may have to remind Henry that I invited him to come do the stream, and he said he would.
Maybe the promise of Henry is enough.
I told him to come on during the last hour, probably, so it's fine. The man has had a very stressful day. He's got a lot going on. It's funny. I think I got a lot going on, then I hang out with Henry.
Oh, he's got a lot going on.
He's got a lot going on. He's running a whole network.
He gets to do stuff that we all want to do. He's doing his shows.
Oh, my God. The lot going on. Police just called. Kyle, we said a bunch of nice stuff to you, and I'm actually happy you didn't hear it because I feel like you don't need that
Wait,
much
he didn't hear our
self-esteem.
toast?
Skelechairs, I don't really play video games, donated to you to get a toast. Skelechairs.
I don't think we did. We toasted to Kyle. Okay, sorry.
We did toast to Kyle. We super toasted to Kyle. I thought we did.
Okay, all right. Sorry.
We'll do it again.
I'm many mezcals in, so fine. Go on.
Chat, did we toast to Tile? Oh, fuck, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, I'm too drunk. Lexie's gonna be mad at me. Lexie's gonna be mad. I have to call Ed after this, and he is gonna be upset. Okay.
Donate more karaoke so Helden can sing it off.
All right, good. Jackal, we did it. Okay, Kyle, you're fine, okay? Cheers. Say something really quick about Kyle, and then we'll move on.
You can say it better with a quick dance.
Okay, do your dance. Okay. All right. Whoa, he's gonna have a baby and he's gonna throw it away. All right, that was amazing. We love you, Tile. And we hope you make it on a wall someday. And then we also have to do a very important toast. And this toast is going out to Skelechairs. Skelechairs, man, you're so great. And honestly, like, I hate to sound all like a dude who drank too much during his own stream and doesn't know what to say, but I will say to you that, like, you're so supportive on so many levels, and, like, in terms of the content I like to see, where you're on Roundtable page, Wizard the Bruiser page, you're here in chat, and, like, I see all this incredible, not just, like, knowledge of all of the shit we've been doing for the last 10 or so years, which is really cool to see that kind of passion for this ridiculous ass family. But also that, you know, I don't know, it seems to help you. Your words help me. It's just really cool, man. Like, I don't know. I see you out there. You know what I'm saying? And I just greatly appreciate all of that. And I'm glad that your feed froze during this, because that would make sense. But yeah, I know you've been through a lot these days, as have we all, but you particularly seem to have gone through a lot of shit and are still dealing with a lot of shit. And I'm glad we can help out any way we can. But I mean, your positivity and your support and ability to keep trucking with this bullshit happening in terms of you know, in terms of your status benefit shit and everything with COVID, is really cool to see, man. So keep it up, and we love you here in this community. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Hell yeah, Trivium, thank you.
Skelechairs is definitely somebody worthy of celebrating, because we well, in the 80s it was very, very popular to, like, you know, be in business and stuff. You didn't even really know what you're doing. You'd show up at an office, you know, you hair slick back and you just be really cool. You make a lot of sexist jokes. You do a lot of blow. You do you know, just unspeakable like hazing acts on like on the new person, the interns coming in. But we bonded, Skelechairs and I, during this very brief period. We were doing that, trying to fit in, and I wasn't working for me. I wasn't able to fit in properly. I was kind of a little bit of a pariah, really, for a while. I'm handing out like all the best business cards. I was going full Patrick Bateman with this shit. It was like, I was making, without the murder. I was just doing really, really cool stuff for a lot of people, and I just couldn't get popular. And Skelechairs was the only one with the fucking the heart and the kindness and the ability to get through to a person, to come up to me and say, when you go and use the restroom, don't shit in the urinal. Just don't shit in the urinal. And I think people will find you much more tolerable and palatable at that time. And I stopped doing it at that point. And Skelechairs is right. I suddenly, my status was reclaimed. I pulled my act together, and eventually died with a prostitute, and a lot of needles sticking in me. But thank God those times are behind us. Skelechairs.
May the melange bless you.
Speaking of, do I dare have another one?
Please. I think this is one of our this is one of our mistakes streams, Jeff.
We have some queso left over from Lobo, from the Tex-Mex place Lobo that we ordered from last night. And we're gonna eat chips and queso after this, and I'm just gonna be like.
Lexi was like, I'm gonna make that chili I've been talking about, and I was like, good, because that's exactly what I need. This is every talk needs after about midnight. Yeah, absolutely. Don't shit the Mjolnir, absolutely. Crave that wolf cheese, dude. I've been eating so much cheese. What's up, Apple Cart, by the way? Good to see you. Of course, Evan.
Yeah, I see.
On our Among Us streams, we'll be doing Among Us tomorrow night, by the way. I do think Henry will also be joining us for that as well, along with the others. Hopefully Malachi will be back next or tomorrow as well. I haven't checked in with anybody.
God forbid you should have to have me again when you can have Henry.
We'll have Jeff on maybe one more time.
Yeah, let's have Henry and all the cool people do it, and we'll bring Jeff in. We need a little pony, a little freaking like monkey to dance for us, and just be like our little whipping boy, and be the person that you can just say like, oh fuck yeah, whatever. Let's all take a shit on Jeff.
Yes. But it's good. But you like
I don't
it.
Mind it.
Yeah, this is what you like. But Jeff, the big leagues coach. Jeff, by the way, if you'd like to, I will see where we're at. If you'd like to join,
I actually might have something. I might not be able to do it tomorrow anyway. So
unfortunately, I had a spot for you, but oh no, it went to your wife Lindsay. So unfortunately, you won't be able to join us. I don't think. Thank you, Trivium. All right,
I guarantee
here we go.
Lindsay will be a really good player with that.
Here we go. Questions to close out the final hour. Questions here in CockTails. I asked questions. We all try to answer them as to the best of our ability, and we'll see what happens here as we mix it up. All right. What's one of your goals for the next 5 years, Jeff? Mine is to live in a house. Yeah,
checked off one of your goals.
You already made that happen. You know what? Now all I can think about is having a house and having a separate streaming space, so I can do whatever I want in my own fun space. Would be cool. Yeah. What? She asked if I watched the sheets, will you help me make the bed? And it made me sad because I'll have to do that later. But I have to say yes. What if I said no, by the way? What would the she's saying something, I can't hear it.
We just hear the sound of Lexi quietly sobbing to herself in the off camera.
Clomp. Yeah, I'll help her. I will help her make the fucking bed, okay? I need a good realtor in LA. I got one for you who's got us our house. Yeah, I doubt our house will exist in LA, But if it comes to that, then I will definitely hit you up. I feel like we'll end up with a house, and I'm thinking Georgia.
A house, though. Yeah. In the meantime, anytime you feel like flying to back out to New York, I will offer you my office in the basement of our new place as your office. You can use that. And, do as many streams as you goddamn want.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how I pay you back, for your friendship.
What's your goal for the next 5 years?
What's that?
What's your goal for the next 5 years?
Next 5 years is to do another show. I have a screenplay idea that I want to write actually with Lindsay. Because we've got Space Captain, and that's actually been pretty well received, and it's not that it's like making us tons of money or anything, but just like people seem to be enjoying it, and I'm just like, we can do another cheap movie, and I think we can make it really good. So there's that idea, but I also would love to start doing plays again. The girl's a little bit older. We can probably work that out, and so I actually have a play idea too that I'm really interested in doing. I really wanted to do in 2020 but obviously the shit show that was 2020 globally shut that down. So
what's your movie idea?
The movie idea, it's another kind of comedy. It's not like Space Captain. It's a comedy, but it's a little bit more a little more serious comedy, and like a little less like over the top and silly. And I'll just say there's definitely a sci-fi element to it, and there's a rom-com element to it as well.
Nice,
so it's it involves a lot of time travel and that kind of thing. It's so I'm that's my next idea.
So it says my goal probably to get married and work on doing more creative stuff, streams, some type of YouTube thing. Awesome. By the way, when we ask these questions, we ask you to answer them as well if you'd like. Hey, thank you so much for the toast. I need a positive vibe. Sorry, I got stuck trying to add more money to my bud card. Bus card. Okay, that makes more sense. That was like your weed card. Make my movie about children in mech suits forced to fight like battle bots. I love it. Lol, I wish I had a bud card too, yeah. What else do we got? I would say in 5 years, well, I already said mine. I think have a house or just stable you know what my main goal in 5 years to not have an environment where because I know now my wife and my future daughter will be teaming up on me on a regular basis, and I'll have no say and I'll always be defeated. My goal is to find some kind of fortification where they can't do that to me. I don't know what.
Find a way quickly before she gets. Find a way to like get in with them.
Yes,
before,
that's what I need.
And really.
Oh, then you deserve that. That's what I need to do. I need to get. Yeah, I got to get my in. Yeah, totally. Anyways, we'll talk later, Jeff, about that. But Lindsay.
About what? What are you guys talking about?
Lindsay, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us.
Make a drink while we're reading the next question.
I want the new version of a man cave, which is literally like a production workspace where I get to just creatively do whatever I want, but also, a big leather couch will be there and like all the video game stuff, but in a bar or whatever. But it's not a man cave.
Pictures of naked ladies taped on the wall.
Yeah, and tits, or just a single isolated tit on the wall. That's what I want. I don't like it to see it attached to its owner. I like to just see the isolated.
The disembodied naked part.
Yeah. That's what I'm into. I like the porn part of the porn video where it's just the vagina. That's actually the opposite.
It can create all kinds of humorous situations too, because then your daughter comes walking in and says, "Daddy, what is this thing?" And you say, "That's the doorbell. I haven't hooked it up yet. You gotta press the button."
I feel like Lindsay's gonna have as much fun with Jeff after this that Lexi's gonna have it with me. A taxidermy moose for your goal for the next 5 years is a taxidermy moose. I love it, actually.
I mean, it's a pretty good goal. It feels like tangible. It feels like it's achievable.
I will say,
Boston was really into taxidermy.
Trivium Quadriv I don't know what, I know you're referencing something I've said before because I've always said this throughout my life. I've always wanted to throw a glass of bourbon into a fireplace and like curse a lover, legitimately. And so Trivium, yes, has plenty of opportunities to throw a glass of bourbon into the fireplace. Damn you, Lexi! And just like throw a glass of bourbon into a fireplace. We've seen it so many times. I want to do the trope. And then the fire goes, you know, it goes crazy.
I'm feeling really inspired right now, and I feel like I want mine is to like angrily throw a drink in someone's face.
Okay. Yeah,
like,
totally.
Yeah, like get provoked and like splash a drink in someone's face.
I've never done that either. That's another one for me.
Who she's going to do that.
Yeah, it's gonna be Jeff. You know what? Actually, it'd be much funnier and better if it was not Jeff.
It was like your dad.
So loud. Yeah. Or like a boss, like just something really inappropriate.
All right, here we go. The next question.
What did she do?
Whose life do you find inspiring? Whose life do you find inspiring? So, you know, I mentioned Bill Evans earlier. I'll always think about this guy because he's that guy, you know, because I could sit here and talk about Taylor Swift, right? But honestly, she came from money, very blessed life to start, and became, the Riz is a good answer as well, Bonesaw. You know, I mean, she had it kind of she was in a good position to become a superstar. Bill Evans wasn't, and he always talked about how he was never as good as the other guys when he first started out in piano and jazz piano, but he knew that he could work harder than anyone else around him and become one of the greatest jazz musicians of all time, and that's exactly what he did. And he always talks about that in interviews, how every other dude around him when he first started out had more natural talent than he had, bar none, but he worked so fucking hard and knew that hard work would prevail, and it did. And I love that story for him. He also died of heroin, you know, whatever, right? But, you know, great dude. Lois says, hold McNeely's. Stop it. That's too nice. I'm shitty. Don't follow me. Gottfried Helnween. Who is that? EI Limited. Kyle says Anthony Bourdain, which I love. Eric Andre, great. Farrell came up with that dude in a lot of ways, and love his whole approach. Dolly Parton, for sure, giving you hell. Continues to be an inspiration in our world. Yeah, Jeff, Lindsay, what do you guys got?
You go. I'm thinking of somebody. I want to say somebody other than Douglas Adams because I feel like that's like my default answer for that. So I'm gonna think of somebody else. Go for it.
Cardi B.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she wanted to write a song about her fucking pussy, and she wrote a song about her fucking pussy, and everybody loved it. And it's just about like dank ass sexual shit from a woman's point of view, and I think it's cool as hell.
That's pretty
awesome.
good.
I love it. Yeah, that's a great answer. And
I don't find her. I guess it's like about her life. I don't necessarily find her life super inspired. Like whatever, but she's like making content that people have not made, and I find that super. I think it's cool as hell.
Well, I'm gonna go other person from your past, Holden. I'm gonna say Donald Glover because
sure.
I mean, who just does everything and does it all like well. And,
Jeff, I wish I could transport you to Out Front of the Creek in the Cave, a show that Murderfist was on that he was hosting. He was talking to us about writing for 30 Rock and about how he was about to move out to LA, and it was such a fun like turning point in his life. And he was and at the same time, he was so nice to us, even, and so humble, you know? Mm-hmm. It was so cool to see a dude be like that, who was clearly on a higher trajectory than all of us. It's very cool to see. Like, I think that humbleness is really a part of it, you know?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, pussy songs, Lindsay. I was gonna say David Lynch from Trivium Quadriv. David Lynch really fascinates me as well and inspires me as well because he really also just came from a shit show of an existence, for sure. All right, here we go. We've of course got Henry joining us here in the in the Dune cocktail stream. Welcome, Henry, to. By the way, I'm gonna precursor this while you get your video set up. We are drunk, okay?
This is good.
This is good. I like your purple shirt.
Thank you. Oh
You're
yeah,
very handsome. You guys look
it's-
very handsome.
it's maroon, but whatever.
That's purple.
How do you, can you turn your vocals?
to celebrate.
Can you turn your vocals up a little bit, Henry?
How's this?
Yeah,
How's
Maybe come back in
this?
there, Henry.
yeah. Keep it blasting.
Back in.
Fantastic. So we're doing questions. First of all, Henry, this drink, right? This spice drink we've been.
Hi. Also, I see. Hello.
Yeah, there's Jeff and Lindsay.
Hey.
This drink's
Henry, I was
amazing.
saying earlier that although this is a show about drinking and I'm extremely drunk right now, this might be the most sober if you came on that I've ever actually spoken to you.
I feel like it is one of those where I just joined to the very end. Of course, this is when you guys are hammered.
Yeah. Or
I'm
we met you a bunch of times probably after Murder Fist shows. When
And
we
it's
were-
always just like, hi, hello. That's how I met.
Fucking funny, man.
So
you should do
funny.
more
That's
shit.
how I met.
No, Rob.
No, dog. I'm sadly talk about what an LA piece of fuck. I have my set yoga class during this time period, so I went and did a yoga. So I'm like the opposite of drunk. I'm
Can you
yoga.
pour yourself some tequila or something while we do this? Do you have anything?
I have to go. Let me go slide. I can do a little cocktail. But I
Go
have some
get
water.
something.
Technically, I'm supposed to hydrate.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I mean-
for sure. Pour some. Yeah, but that could be. That is
There's
tequila,
water
ladies
in-
and gentlemen. That is
Well,
tequila. That he's
show Henry
drinking.
what this drink is, though, because I think he might appreciate it.
Yes,
Right, so you
100%.
So
This-
what is the elements?
So it is mezcal, blue curacao liqueur, Bitterman's Hellfire bitters, allspice, and white pepper. So it's 2 parts mezcal tequila, 3/4 part blue curacao liqueur, which is a great liqueur to have, Henry, in your mini bar. 6 drops Bitterman's Hellfire bitters, a dash of allspice, a dash of white pepper. Stir with ice and pour, and sip that shit like you to goddamn Quizatch Hatterach to finish it all off. It
Now-
is fantastic.
Does it taste good?
It's so good.
It seems
And-
wild.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
we've
it's.
been-
Do you like spicy drinks? Like you
I
kind of have
do.
to like. Yeah, then it's good.
Holden doesn't have this stuff, but this is the key element, I think.
the Hellfire bitters and the
Yeah.
allspice that I'm using. I just created a dash of nutmeg, fucking ground cloves,
You see-
and cinnamon.
I was in Vegas. There's this place called the Velvet. One of the last trips we took before everything shut down is that we went for a quick little anniversary trip to Vegas. And one of my favorite, because I don't do a lot of cocktails, but there's this place called the Velveteen Rabbit that's not on the Strip. It's like in the Arts District of Vegas, which is crunchy as fuck. There was across the street, there was a Screamo night happening. It was fucking awful. It was an open mic Screamo night. We had to leave because people were doing, it was acoustic Screamo.
An
from
open mic
amateurs.
screamer. Okay.
It was awful. But then we went to the Velveteen Rabbit, and holy shit, they had a Dune, they had a Dune cocktail. But the Dune cocktail that they made, I was mad because it was green, right? They made it all like what's it shit? It was what was the mixture? It was like chai tea. It was pine. It was what was it? Oh my fucking god, my brain.
Slime.
It was nut.
Was
it
it
was
slime?
pistachio. It
Oh,
was
okay.
pistachio themed. And it was weird as fuck. It was like milk. It was like one of those milk cocktails.
Yeah.
Oh, weird, dude. It's gotta be blue. That's what. But then I was already drunk.
But then
And
we've
so I was just
actually
like,
talked
why
about.
is this not blue?
But you brought up a good point that the
The
spice
gas
tank,
is orange.
the spice tank that the dude was floating around in was orange, but still I think blue.
A milk cocktail surely should be a Clockwork Orange cocktail, right? It's like, I mean, come on.
It
Yeah.
had a milk
Blue.
aspect in it that I don't know.
Understand.
Go.
Yeah, it was some kind of milk. I have to look this up. I'm gonna see if it's still on. If it's
Farrell asks a good question. Isn't acoustic screamo just folk punk?
yeah, whatever it was, more like folk stunk. Get me out of there.
All right, please.
Come on, buddy. Get
You're
me
in
the
roast mode.
fuck
It's unbelievable.
out of there, buddy.
You're been in rose mode. It's unreal. So, Henry, during the final hour of CockTails, we do question cards. It's cards to get to know each other better. So that's what we're in the middle of
This
right
is about
now.
intimate sex.
Yes.
Let me go and get a tiny little.
I need you to get some mezcal tequila,
Like, go
or
get
at
a
least
tiny
just
little
tequila.
thing.
Yes. Grab something. Come to us.
A lot of people saying folk punk is cool. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I know I'm coming in a few minutes after this happened, but I actually want to ask you guys: is there anything worse for an amateur night than a screamo night? Like, is that
The only thing that'd be worse is just like everybody covers Eminem.
Yes.
I feel like that could be worse.
It's the Slim Shady and the real Slim Shady. You got the Slim Shady, then you're real Slim Shady. Yeah, exactly. Amateur new metal would be the worst. I think actually, Excelsior, you found it.
what?
My name is.
What?
Slim Shady, and they're just doing
We
that
would be
one
the
over
best
again.
people at that amateur night. We would do really good.
We're doing exactly like that, kind of timidly going, "Hi, my name is."
Evanescence cover band. Slam poetry would actually be tough to sit through a full night of, for sure.
Of amateur slam poetry, that would be pretty bad.
I can't believe people in my street make me say things, just all that for the rest
And
of the
like
night.
everybody is like a rich white guy.
Yes,
So,
and everyone's white. Why do they make me talk when I want to sing?
Maybe like whittling. Something where it's like dangerous for amateurs to do that. Although that would be kind of fun to watch people just like cut their fingers off.
I kind of want to
Just-
watch some amateur whittle now.
I was not amateur whittling, but when they use the heat on it, when they soldering. We should have a open mic soldering.
Open mic soldering night.
Would be, I think, the most awful. I mean, obviously bring sunglasses if you're gonna sit in through that. But
And like a full waiver.
yeah, 100%. Yo, what's up,
She
Captain
can host
Sid?
something we can get nerdy on, and she can teach us all how to blow glass, and we can like put the funniest mishaps in blowing glass.
Absolutely.
Burns and cuts themselves the most.
Yo, thank you, Lipstick Homicide.
I definitely just was like, in my mind, it just popped up like a giant glass dildo. Blow glass.
It's the first
Anybody
thing
can
that comes
blow
to our
glass.
mind.
Come on.
Completely.
Yep.
All right, here we
Question.
go. The next question in the question cup: whose life do you find inspiring? Next
we just did
question.
that.
Is Zabrowski.
Next question. The question. I mean, it's true. Next question. The question cards. Whose life do you find inspiring?
We just said that.
We just did that one. Hold in your drum.
Oh,
You just
okay.
said it. You just said
Yeah.
it. I heard it. Jared Kushner. Jared Kushner turned being a slimy filth fuck into going right to the White House. And honestly, someone should write a kid's book of like the Jared Kushner way.
Amazing.
I'm gonna
meant to
go
do it.
with Roddy Piper.
He's dead. He died of a mass heart attack. He honestly lived a hard, bad life. Actually, a very difficult life.
I know.
A life of
I'm inspired by
struggle.
people whose life sucked. What are you looking forward to in the next 12 months? Henry, I want you to answer that one first. What are you looking forward to in the next?
version of that. We did next. What are you next looking forward to in the next 5 years? Was the first question.
No, that was like your
No,
5-year
the
plan.
next 5
Okay.
years. The first question. The questions are
didn't-
good. Okay. So
No,
I
this is a different question.
All right.
feel like you guys are questioning the questions. All right, it's making me upset.
Honestly, dog, I'm trying to get one of those robot dogs that the NYPD has. And if I could get one of those, I think it could. My year could look up. I think things would be
Canine.
good. You know, that would be pretty sweet. I honestly would like. I'm just looking forward to going on tour again.
Of course, yeah. The sad answer is leaving our house freely and happily, Henry.
No, it's because someone says moving in with their partner. That's fucking congrats.
It's beautiful.
But
So-
also,
so that- yeah.
the thing about this year about leaving our homes is that it's been, even though I'm, like I was like sad about not seeing our parents. Now we have to go, and we have to go like 5 times. And I was
Yep.
even saying, being like, we got to go, and it's like August we're celebrating Thanksgiving 2020. Then it's September, it's Christmas 2020. It's like we're gonna have to redo all of those holidays again in a row. And we gotta nail them.
I'm looking forward to doing heroin. I've heard it's like all the cocks in all the world.
If you love cocks, and you like heroin, you'll like cocks and
You'll
heroin.
like heroin? All right, if you like cocks and heroin, you'll like heroin. Yeah, you're gonna say hi? Okay. You just want to shake your head at me sadly? Okay. Say hi.
Yeah, she's just sat over there. Hi, Lexi.
Why are you sad? I give you everything.
She's sad because she can't drink. Just kind of cough at her. I feel like she could get some vapors of it, right? I don't know what that will do.
The fumes of this one is probably.
Yeah,
Ultimately, this is my fault, Lexi, and I do apologize again.
Okay.
And I will say,
okay.
drinking this cocktail is like all the cocks in all the world. Man, baby, thank you.
Wait a minute.
Fantastic. Lindsay, I'm gonna text you for body pillow suggestions.
Oh, I have some.
Fantastic. Send them my way. I can't sleep on my bed.
All right, I can't be a part of this.
I ordered a real doll. It's the most comfortable thing I could find.
It's all the silicone.
And it's so pretty.
You can do anything you want to that face too. You can change out the lips. You can change out the eyeballs. It's actually kind of fun.
It then gives your daughter something to aspire to when she's born.
Exactly.
Look at the pretty lady.
Yeah, give her a
I wanna
real
be the
sense of
pretty lady.
like what women's bodies need.
Yes,
Man, baby.
Exactly. Very accurate description. Okay.
Thank you, Mop Humper, for the 2 months. I will say I did get a gorilla costume, and I have been hiding in the closet and jumping out at her in it, which has been helpful for the pregnancy.
It's good to always keep a pregnant woman afraid.
Ask her to see where your wife is, Henry.
It makes the baby stronger.
She is in her class. She's in her super bending.
Yeah, she's doing movements. He's been doing movements. Everyone, it's literally right angles, left and right in the Zabrowski household right now. It's very
I
upsetting.
got this one.
Not all the time, but today it was. That's how you get it out.
Now I'm Jeff.
Here we go.
Hello.
And Jeff, your next question is, what's your favorite joke? What's your favorite?
Not really funny.
What's your favorite joke? I will say this was mine that was told to me. And it was, oh fuck, what was it though?
Jesus Christ.
My
Fucking
God,
ground to a
but what
halt.
was it?
This is
I actually
the
do have a
ground to
favorite
halt.
joke. Do you want a minute to think and I'll tell my favorite joke?
Yes, please.
Okay. What's brown and sticky?
What?
A stick.
There you go.
My favorite joke.
Yeah. I honestly, it's not a favorite joke, but a joke that when someone ever says like, oh, will you tell me a joke? And it's the joke that first come to my mind, which is a fucking, like, this like old man is leading this 10-year-old kid out to this like forest, right? And it's super dark and creepy. And as they're going, they're getting deeper and deeper into the forest. And all of a sudden the kid is like turns to me like, oh God, he's just like, I'm so scared. It's so creepy in here. It's so creepy. He's just like, yeah, it is creepy it is creepy out here, and it's gonna be so much creepier when I'm walking out of here by myself. He's a murderer pedophile.
And that was the same thing that Moon Bastard
God, I love
wrote.
it.
Guy walks in the woods with a little girl. She says, Mister, I'm scared. He says, how do you think I feel? I have to walk back alone.
God damn it.
I love it. Mine was this.
That's how it
Okay.
is. That's Carlos Mencia right there. That's what happens.
There you
That's
go.
literally what happens.
There you go. Henry's stolen so much of my jokes. It's unbelievable. That's
material.
why he's where he is. Because I was like, I want to do a podcast about serial killers. He was like, oh, that sounds cool.
I was hearing it in the other room. I had one of those old timey like weird, what is it? Those corns
Yeah.
up against the door. Yeah.
He was like, that sounds fun and cool. And I was like, wow, you
Oh.
seem really into that. Are you sure you're not too into that? And he was like, I'm not too into that. And then last
No.
podcast left happened.
Yep.
So
That's how it is.
my joke was this. A guy shows up at hell and he's really concerned. And Satan's like, don't worry, you've got a few options. Here's door number 1. And the door opens as a bunch of people standing on their heads on hot concrete. And they're going, ah! Ah! Little demon men are eating their penises or whatever and everything. And then he's just like, that sounds horrible. He's like, all right, fine. So they move on to the next door, and it's a bunch of people standing on their heads, and they're on fucking gravel, and they're just like, oh! He's like, that's the same fucking bullshit. and the whole, and their penises and everything, and they're naked.
A lot of penises.
And they go to the third door, and it opens up. It's just a bunch of people sipping a cup of coffee, and sure, they're waist deep in shit. They're just hanging out, and he's like, "Wait a second. All right, fine. It's blotted shit. Seems like these people are having a good time. It's a cup of coffee. Seems nice. All right, fine. I'll pick this one." He's like, "All right, cool." He gets up in there, pours a cup of coffee, hanging out, talking to a couple people, waist deep in shit. All of a sudden, over the intercom, it goes, "Coffee break's over. Get back on your heads. You fucking bastards."
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's been a part of that. That's a good. I feel like that truly was one of those weird inspirations for Pretty Face. Like that did those jokes are played out on Pretty Face every once in a while, which is fun.
Efron found out said, "I finished book 1 of Dune yesterday, trying to get done with book 2 before I go hard on the new podcast, you boys." Thank you so much, Efron, and find out. A lot of people, by the way, coming in saying, loving the show. We've made zero mistakes, and they're happy with it.
We got to, man. Thank God they're here.
Jeff hasn't actually told his joke. I wasn't actually Jeff when I told that one.
Oh, you were not. You were only.
I wasn't really him. I wasn't. I was pretending.
Real quick though, Henry. I'm curious though. Have you read like all the like the prequels and all the Dune books?
No, I've only read I have the information on them, but I have never read them. I've only this is my 5th time through the main 6 books.
Okay.
But no, I've never read the other ones.
Do you have any intention to, or is it like this one of those things where
I'm gonna give it a year?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it about a year after this, and then I can dive back in. And then, but yes, I do eventually have to read it. I technically am reading the Brian Herbert biography of his father right now.
So it's like watching Twin Peaks. You shouldn't do it all at one kind of time.
Same time though. I did do all of Twin Peaks all in one go, but Twin Peaks, there's like 25 Dune books.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot. It's not a small.
Much.
There's a lot of Dune books.
And then remember the thing that happened in the first one, and then we changed it.
I have a hard time remembering just the 6.
Yeah. Yes, I will read Kyle's joke. My favorite joke is, what does my first Pee Wee football game and when I lost my virginity have in common? It hurt a lot, but at least my dad came. So there you go.
Thank you.
All right, can we please for a moment?
Mine, I'll do mine next week. It's a Jesus joke. Trigger warning for y'all. So Jesus is on the cross. He's been nailed up, and he's there, and you've got all the his disciples down there, just like kind of crying, just like this noble, beautiful gesture he's done for them. And suddenly Jesus looks up and gets this glaze in his eye, and he goes, "John." And John goes, "I'm coming, my lord." A Roman centurion steps forward, chops one of his arms off, "Get back!" with a sword. John's got his arm chopped off like that, and Jesus is going, John. He goes, "I'm coming." Roman centurion says, "I told you to get back." Chops his other arm off. He's just like this on 2 legs. He's obviously stunned. Jesus still keeps calling for John. He's getting more passionate about it. John comes forward like that. The Roman centurion steps forward, chops his leg off. He's hopping on one leg. He goes in again. Steps forward, the centurion chops the other leg off. He's a stump on the ground. Jesus, more passionate, is John, and John uses his face to crawl up to the cross, kind of waddles himself over and goes, "Yes, my lord," and "I can see your house from up here."
That's the first one to make me laugh, though. It is a good one. And then just immediately does.
I love this by the way, what's up,
by a
Big
girl
Bullets?
who I went on one date with in college, and that was the one moment we had that kind of bonded us and everything else.
Hey, man.
Mothbang says, a Roman walks into a bar, holds up 2 fingers, and says, "Let me get 5 beers." Am I right? Fuck yourself. Either way.
That's Roman numeral humor. Which is huge. I did have to think about it.
Numeral humor. Hey guys, here's another question for you. What's your favorite comfort food? What's your favorite comfort food?
I hate getting to know the Joker, man. I hate it when you're like this, man.
I have
so
been
scary.
straight up slamming mezcal since we started.
I have a little bit of mezcal because it's just like I have to ease my body into mezcal.
This
It can't be
thing-
my first drink of the day unless it's a cocktail.
Yeah, this thing is about run out, bro. This has been an intense one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
sorry,
say
all I
we've been
can
up
think
to
about
some
is your
fuck
creepy laugh.
boy
What's the
shit,
actual
but we've been up to
question?
some fuck boy shit. I'm just gonna say right now. I'm sorry, Lindsay. I talked over you. What were you saying, Lindsay?
That's fine. I'm pretty sure I talked over you because I think Zoom was on me. So no, I all I can think about is your creepy laugh, and I didn't understand the question.
What creepy laugh?
It's his mother's laugh.
That's the laugh my mother
His
makes when you
mother.
give her an
Good.
orgasm, okay? So if you could please be polite about it, it
I'm so
reminds me of
sorry.
her. She's not dead yet, but it still upsets me.
No, she's still
Man,
fucking
baby.
alive.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yet.
She's still alive and giving me notes about how I could improve.
I mean, someone has to. Someone's got to deliver it from up top.
You want
I
to hear
would-
what my mom said to Jeff the last time we were
Sure.
at their house?
Actually, this is worth hearing. Go ahead.
So my mom has graduated from giving me notes on how I can improve to like insulting him also now, which
Yeah.
means that he's part of the family after 10 years of marriage, which is nice. But yeah, you want to tell you want to tell
Do you
the
remember
story?
it, or do you want
Oh, I remember very well.
Go
And
ahead.
it was hysterical,
to?
but it's not my story to tell.
Okay, well, I don't remember how it came up, but we were talking about like she brought it up somehow though, and then somehow
Yeah, we were
insulted
watching
me
like
and
a superhero movie where we were like getting mad at the bad guy, and John was like, "Oh yeah."
or something. Well, yeah, but
No.
she was like saying like in a fight like how I actually don't.
No,
remember,
She literally was like, "Yeah, Jeff, I can't imagine you in a fight. It would just be one punch, and then you would be on the ground."
You're like, thank you.
Yeah.
I would defend your daughter if I could.
And my only thing I could say, I just went, okay.
Yeah, your mom just called you a giant pussy.
Yeah,
Right?
He said
she
you can't fight though. We're like, yeah, that's why I bought a fucking gun, Mom. That's why I came harder and over the top.
I love it.
My comfort food is chicken parmesan.
All right, good. Yeah, what was the comfort food? My comfort food probably be a burger and fries, or probably a burger and fries is my comfort food for sure.
Except I do miss going out and spending like a lot of money on a pile of sushi. Like having like that when they show up with the big boat of sushi.
Yeah,
that's
they're
my
like,
fucking
where is the
favorite shit.
family of children that you need to feed? In order for us to.
I fucking worked for
Where's
this.
We thought this is for a palace of humans.
This is for me.
I don't know what real sushi is being in New York, so I gotta come out there and get some real sushi.
New York's
right.
got good sushi, man. All sushi's American anyway. It's white people food that they made it for us in World War II. That's the truth. They literally invented sushi because we liked it and we ate it. So they went to. That's why we have it.
It was Mexican food. That's actually I was confusing it. Holden told me that the Mexican food is much better.
Oh, you mean Mexican food?
That
Yeah,
is
just
that
what
is
we
for
got.
sure.
Actually,
We don't have good Mexican.
In fact, that is our next podcast series deep dive. After Dunecast is going to be white people food that foreign people made for us.
I mean, I fucking cannot wait. Orange chicken.
Yep, we're covering
It's
orange. We're
literally white
covering
people
Chinese food in general in America.
I don't give a fucking shit. That's the podcast people really want to hear. And honestly, it's a podcast I want to do because it'll just be.
Yeah, we'll just
Oh.
eat succulent,
Yeah, this is
delicious
good.
food.
Yeah, this is
Pizza
good.
we'll talk about. Bon Appetit in general. The magazine. Yes, absolutely.
No, Bon Appetit is the whole that they got torpedoed.
Ah, yeah.
But I don't think they do any of that no more. I think that they do some fancy food things.
Marinara. Yeah.
Yeah, just the word marinara. Thank you, Apple Card. I just see the word marinara.
We're calling it the food we took. And it's
Food we took. Oh yeah, we took Murner. And also Italian stole noodles. Chinese stole noodles
let it be
from
known
the
that the
Indians.
Italians stole noodles from us, people. Okay? So you want to
We
come
fucking
and get at
invented
me.
the fucking hot dog, you pieces of fuck. We did that. We stole that. We stole the hot dog from Germany. I will say I had a legit hot dog, a Frankfurter in Germany, and guess what, man? It snaps harder, and we're fucking that up too. We sold that fucking shit because we couldn't make we can't make the skin too thick because all these fucking stupid kids keep choking on them on the fucking baseball games. Fuck these kids. Sausages for adults.
If you could, what world problem would you solve?
Wait, I didn't get to say my comfort.
I know, it's just a funny time. It was just a funny time to ask the second question. But yes, what is your favorite comfort food? I'd say mine, straight up burger and fries, man. I'll never be able to get over it. Maybe like turkey and mashed potatoes. Maybe like that Thanksgiving.
They want to know what she wants, not what you want. They don't care.
Actually, I'm agreeing with Feral HW in chat. Stovetop stuffing.
Yeah.
It's like that's gonna make me feel good and be happy and also very full. But also I could probably eat the whole box.
I love it.
Maybe not that full.
You know what? You should just put it in. Honestly, you ever just put up some fucking cooked up hamburger meat
No. Oh my god.
in stuffing?
And sometimes, honestly, if I just put like, sometimes I'll just put like a little bit of cum like in a little plastic cup, and then I'll save it, and then it just steak or whatever, fries.
It's not what we're talking about.
Jeff,
That
what
wasn't
about
what we were
you?
talking about.
Jeff, what about you for comfort food?
I love queso and chips. Like
Great,
good
perfect.
Next queso. There we go.
Honestly, I do like it.
Done. Boom.
Another
I do
thing
like
that white people made up.
Yeah.
Yes.
We co-opted
thing that was
queso
just
from
really-
Mexico. We made it our own.
It was just like, we like what food you're making, but we've got our own thing we're gonna create out of it, and then just like make it your thing, and then everybody looks at you and they're like, you're the queso guys, right?
Man, I'd go to a
Velveeta?
restaurant that just had different levels of queso. Technically, that's melting pot.
Yeah. Melting pot too. I mean, talk about just the
Fondue
old-
is done, dude. Fondue is a group attitude. Group behavior is gone.
Really?
Oh my God,
I
you're right.
love fondue.
Oh my god, we're never gonna. Oh fuck, COVID! It got rid of fondue.
It did
Personal
get rid of
fondue thing.
And we
were
There's
talking
a
about
it earlier,
thing.
They killed fondue.
No, that's not fun.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Too
we were
much to
talking
double
about
dip in food.
tiki
No.
drinks too. Tiki drinks are, I'm gonna say, completely raped from us.
The thing about tiki drinks is that the hole that you put your mouth on is your own personal straw.
But you're
So-
mixing saliva easily. There's no way you're
Well,
not mixing.
only if you backwash. Do you backwash?
Somebody in your
Come
party.
on.
backwash them.
Somebody's backwashing. No one's being
Yeah.
perfect.
I always make sure I snap my throat back as I'm eating it to just throw it back.
That's just, we're gonna have to have new protocols.
Also, it should be for lovers.
Yeah, honestly, it should be for
And
two
people you
who've
don't
already been
mind.
fucking.
Yeah, people do that people are gonna share your fucking spit anyway.
Check out Alpian's Deep Dives Dune. It's an amazing podcast happening. Thank you again, Henry, for joining us for this as we drink our spice melange drink. Henry, I will actually make you one of these.
Yeah, I
by the
want to
way.
try one of these, but I feel like if I gotta like layer my belly with something.
Dude, I
Well,
am
then
ripped
make-
open.
Make every effort to get the Bitterman's Hellfire Bitters.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I keep
order.
pulling up
I'm
like
gonna
it's
order
like
some.
I'm doing a fucking commercial for it, but it's like
We're
but
gonna
I just
send
want you
it
to.
through Zoom.
I want you
I
to
would.
recognize it.
I've also heard that bitters are really good for what's its putts. They're really good for if you have a bad stomach ache.
Oh yeah, they used to use them for that. Like they were a thing before they were like put into cocktails.
Yes. It
Yeah.
was like, ooh, yeah, you just put it into, it's like medicinal, like make your belly better somehow. I don't know how.
I think it's made it worse, but I'm down to agree that it's made it better.
I mean, you mix it with blue curacao and mezcal, it's not gonna make your stomach better. You put like, cause like I'm even drinking my little mezcal that I had, even that's a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
dude.
do like some fucking mezcal.
Talk about a delicacy that no one should enjoy. Henry, if you could solve one world problem on the fucking planet, what would you solve, dude? And why? And who the fuck are you to even say that you could solve a problem? You know, I'm gonna be the internet at you for a second. Who the fuck are you to even think that you could fucking solve it, dude?
You asked me though, but you asked me. I'd say the biggest problem we have currently, one of the main problems is people don't use their fucking blinkers in their fucking car.
I've been noticing that because I'm an LA walker, and we are like zombies in this town. We're not appreciated. But I will say, as an LA walker, a person who does need to walk to a convenience store, you know, blinkers are disregarded, and people like me get affected by it. You know what I mean? And
these blinkers,
yeah.
if I could just do one thing, is that I would spend an afternoon with every Los Angeles driver and New York driver, and I would spend an afternoon where we tape their hands to their fucking turn signal button here. And we watch them, and if you can't use your fucking blinker, because I don't give a fuck. I drive 95 miles an hour, sure. But guess what, man? I use my fucking blinker. Because I'm trying not to kill anybody. Purposefully.
Same.
I don't know what I'll do accidentally.
And I even purposely use my blinker when I'm not even supposed to be using it, just to make sure.
That's also very confusing. I honestly think that people it's just absolutely fucking frustrating, especially when you're sitting there and that fucking dumb piece of shit, fucking piece of fuck is driving in front of you, and his blinker's been going on for fucking 4 miles, and the whole time you're trying to get around his fucking ass. Been wondering, trying to give him the right of way, trying to make it nice, and then you know what I do? Then all of a sudden the fury's building. I'm pulling around him, right? I'm pulling around him to fuck. I guess we're cutting in front. Then the motherfucker decides he's gonna move because he's like, I guess it took too long. Trying to take fucking lanes. Being like, yeah, man. Because you know what also drives me nuts? A too slow of a coast of a lane change.
Right.
When someone puts on they put on the blinker and then it's like we'll get over there.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in the middle of the lane.
Yeah, I call that a lane slut. That's what I refer to.
And it's Holden. It's Holden
Yes.
every time it happens.
It's always me.
Wait till he gets to the license again. He's talking about how he's getting a license again.
What
is that going to be
I
like?
have to get I have to drive to Ubers are a nightmare here. I have to drive here soon. But what would you guys do to change the world? I by the way, I could see you two drinking more as soon as we got Henry on here talking about his road rage issues. I could see the drinking.
You said
going
road
up.
rage issues. I just
We were pouring.
I'm in the state of being mad while driving. You know what I mean? It's just different than road rage.
All right. Well, you put it slightly different than you did before. Which the first time you said it was, if you could solve one problem, what would it be? And my answer is the Monty Hall problem.
Oh,
the Monty Hall problem.
She just opened up a whole.
What is this?
That is what I would solve.
What is this?
Look it up.
Okay, so the Monty Hall problem is you've got 3 doors, and behind one door there's like a car. What is it?
Yeah.
A brand new car.
And like from Monty Hall from Let's Make a Deal.
Yeah.
Let's make a deal.
Yeah, from Let's Make a Deal. Yeah. So behind one door there's a car, and behind the other 2 doors there's goats.
2 goats.
Okay.
2 goats. And so sure, Moon Bastard, yes, there's a solution, but I don't understand it, so it doesn't matter.
You understood it once.
How do we fix this problem? We got to get rid of these fucking doors.
Well, that's what you do. You get rid of a door. You say, okay, well, so you choose a door, and then Monty Hall, that dick, is like, okay, well, if you chose door number 1, he says, all right, well, look at door number 3. Door number 3 is a goat. Are you sure you don't want to change to door number 2? Statistically, you would think that it doesn't matter because it's 50.
Because one is 33%, the other one's 50-50.
You have to change.
But apparently, your odds go up like exponentially if you change. If you go with the one that they.
If you change from your original, if you change to door number 2 in my original, so you're like, yes, I will actually switch to the other one.
Henry, there's an entire Wikipedia page about this. If you're actually,
I can't even imagine. So you have the 3 choices. You get to go, but it depends on what door you're at.
Wait, also, why are we shitting on getting a goat?
I
You
know.
can sell that shit, dude.
They'll
They
give you
produce
or
milk.
give you
If you want a
good
goat,
yields,
just take
bro. Like you'll get good goat yields. You can get milk and stuff.
Yeah, they
or
got milk.
cheese.
They got fucking
Goat cheese,
manure
bro.
coming out of them. You can slaughter them and get that fucking meat, or you can have a pet.
Yeah, give me the
Yeah, what if I
motherfucking
really like
goat.
goats?
Also, there's the
wonder
Monty Hall problem right there. The Wikipedia.
Well, that even
article.
complicates it more, because what if I want door number 3 now? There's a goat behind that door.
Man, baby, thank you, Big Bullets, for gifting For Rev Green a sub. And For Rev Green, congratulations on your sobriety. It feels weird telling you this because I'm very mezcal drunk. But
I like how you're
happy for
slurring. Thank you. And then she's gonna say, honestly, being sober is one of the fucking bravest things a man can be. So
I'll open the door. I'll get a fucking goat. I'll let that goat suck my fucking trunk dick.
let me tell you how many Irish slaves there were. Let me come
All
closer.
right.
Come closer. So being sober is the best thing for you, buddy. Get out there and fucking hope you're a cop.
So what are you gonna solve here with this world problem? Just the whole intrinsic.
No. I just want to solve that problem.
Okay.
It's just driving me crazy. No, I'm not trying to do anything for the good of mankind.
Please.
It makes me. It's something that minorly annoys me, so I want to solve it.
Please, it is
That's
a
good
hell
point.
yeah, Bonesaw. It is.
It was true. Was mocked by other statisticians, and it turned out actually this statistician was actually true.
Yeah, it
I'll
bothers
make
me,
mine
it
really
bothers me.
simple so we can move on. The filibuster. I'll get rid of the filibuster.
All right,
There we
fine.
go.
Wow.
Let's get rid of
That's a really
the
good one.
filibuster.
Technically, there is just one person. Like anybody can do that right now. Technically, right?
Yeah.
There you
yeah.
go.
So let me just do that.
I'm
Yeah.
actually
I'll
excited
have the
about
body
this.
of Kristen Cinema and say, yeah, we're done with it. So there we go.
I'm excited to ask Henry this next question specifically, and also as excited to ask you, Jeff, because I don't want you to be upset about my relationship with Henry.
Fuck!
You did.
What
Oh, it's
fic-
Henry on this fucking. Henry
He did this. He chose.
I had him on. What fictional character do you wish you could meet? What fictional character do you wish you could meet? And you could stay on brand and say some fucking bullshit about Dune. But you could also be off brand and be like, nah, record scratch, non-Dune character.
Well,
you could
the
also be like,
Dune
oh my
character
god,
I
I'm
would
jerking off my penis in front of the stream too. You could do all
I'm
sorts
not
of
gonna
things.
pull a tube, and I'm not gonna do it. I refuse to. I
Okay.
honestly, if I was to choose one person from Dune, that's what I'll do. I'll do one Dune person because a lot of them don't seem that fun, except for Gurney Halleck, who seems to be the coolest motherfucker on the face of the planet.
Yeah, I would also throw out who's the doctor? I would hang with him.
Dr. Yui was a traitor.
Yeah, but he wasn't. At the same time, he also set a course of events to make it so that Paul became Lord God. Spoiler alert.
Fucking, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. I can't believe you'd ever think that. I'm so upset. I would say, and then the other person I would choose, if I had to choose, because most of my favorite books are also all villains.
Thank you,
Like
IE Limited says Yui had no choice. I agree. But yeah,
They
go on.
found a lever on him. He got broken. He was supposed to protect Paul, but he didn't. Paul was forced to be Muad'Dib. He didn't have a chance to be just a normal
All right,
boy.
just name who. What did you even say? So you said Gurney for Dune characters, and then what was it?
Rorschach from Watchmen.
Nice, that's a good one. Rorschach from Watchmen's a good one. Not the Zack Snyder movie, by the way.
No,
the
dog.
fucking comic books.
No. Fucking comic books, dude.
I feel like Henry's holding me hostage. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a funny play of words because your name's Holden.
Sideshow Bob for me.
Okay.
Lindsay and Jeff, who do you got?
Also, Sideshow Bob.
All right, there you go. Lindsay and I are fucking kicking it with Sideshow Bob, fucking slamming.
Banging out one afternoon, man.
Is it Cavalier or Clay? It's Cavalier is the young Jewish man who survived the holiday and came
Yes.
to America.
God, I love that book.
Ah,
Yeah.
such a good book.
Yeah.
Issue
Cavalier.
that book next, Henry. We'll kill it. No one will get
Dive
it.
into that. Oh my God! Yeah.
And that brought up the idea of all stories connected to the Dark Tower, which might happen as well. But that's going to be more books than we are currently reading.
Yeah. Henry keeps signing me up to read books against my will, which is very
If you do
fun.
Cavalier and Clay, I will sit in the background and just squeal
I love
We
that
could-
book,
of
man.
happiness in the
Henry,
background.
we could also
Cavalier.
just maybe pitch one of those that's like, we just watched like a reality TV show and talk about it, you know,
They
and then
won't
you
let
just watch the
It has
show.
to be hard. It has to be hard. Everyone has to be mad for us to do it.
We just well, all right, here we go. The Real World, starting from season 1, we just watch it and talk about it.
I
That's
feel
a
like I
show.
missed because that show really did go from like honest experiment to titty show
Yep.
Wait, do you
in a very small jump.
you saw that
I
they
watched a lot of it.
reunited the cast from season 1 for a
Yeah,
new
the
Real
most
World?
boring cast.
I loved it though. It was real. It was real. All right,
I
guys,
know,
stop.
but it was the most boring
was
cast.
like-
What was the one where they all kept taking their clothes off? That was a fun one, the Vegas one.
Yeah, it
That was
was
a-
real before we like understood that real could also be interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
The Puck changed
It was
everything.
just real.
I truly believe that the Puck changed reality television. I would actually like to teach a college class where I talk about how the introduction of the character Puck, which is hilarious that his name was fucking Puck because of
You
know,
might
the
want to because
Shakespearean-
I think that there literally is there's something in there to that because
The
Puck really
Shakespearean
did- 'cause
implications of
once Puck
that.
became a villain.
It was a
And then now-
snot-eating bike messenger that changed reality
is-
television to become the monster that we know it is
Do you remember
today.
the old naked guy from Survivor? He also was a
Yes.
reality show villain. Which of them came first?
Puck. What were you gonna say, Lindsay?
Okay, so I've got the best fucking essay title ever. If you ever want to go back and get your PhD, Puck as catalyst from A Midsummer Night's Dream to the real world.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
Huge.
I mean,
You
come
can
on.
write that.
Done.
You
Come
can
on.
be like
Over.
you will become president of salon.com if you write that.
I'm gonna make $1 million.
I
One
honestly
more-
think they only make about $20. Like I
No,
don't think
yeah.
they're making a lot of money over there. I don't know what's
I'm
happening.
gonna make $20.
One more question, lightning round. Other than the present, in what era of history would you choose to live? I'm gonna go with them swinging, sexy 20s, man. I want to get in
It was
there.
so weird. I was right about to say too. I love the 1920s. The Dada movement would have been so fun to be a part of. The Surrealist movement would have been so cool to have been the center of. To go with, to watch all that shit happen. That would have been dope.
Or
no
just to see a
AIDS.
baseball game. You know what I mean? Lindsay, Jeff, what do you got? What era?
I agree. I mean, because I hate.
We're
most
going
of
to the 20s, baby.
But yeah, that one sounds fun.
No, I'm in.
Yeah,
Because
Let's
it's
all go.
just modern enough
yeah.
that the things I need to have will be there, except for air conditioning. I do need central air.
And equal rights for literally anybody. But
Please.
We're still working on that.
Fantastic. We've got the, oh, please. The 70s, the 80s is cocaine. Everyone's upset. No one's happy. It's dirty. Yeah, pre-AIDS, 70s, 80s. Yeah, of course. Then AIDS
I lived in
happens.
the 70s and 80s. I can tell you what. No.
Yeah. He saw, Jeff saw Star Wars A New Hope in the theater, Henry, by the way.
Well, there was that. So,
Like opening.
Hey man,
from-
that was a good time. That one time.
That was a good. that I enjoyed that day. Of
Yeah,
the-
you weren't in. So you didn't go to Club 74, or you didn't go out downtown. You didn't have like a guitar and shit. You weren't in a band.
I was under 10, so I unfortunately.
Although you
ambiguous
would have
yeah.
fucked
under
with
the
the
age
guitar.
of 10.
I'm gonna fuck with a guitar. She just said, you know.
Yeah, you would have fucked with a keytar. Keytars are for every age.
Yeah, you can fuck with it.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. We're getting the fuck out of here. Again, this drink is delicious. Check out Liquescent Melange. It is mezcal, blue curacao, Bitterman's Hellfire Bitters, allspice, white pepper, 2 parts mezcal, 3/4 part blue curacao, 6 droplets of Bitterman's Hellfire Bitters. If you do 7, you're fucked because it's Hellfire Bitters. Dash of allspice, dash of white pepper. Go fuck yourself and stir with ice and pour.
You're
Sip that shit like you
gonna
did goddamn
need-
Quizatch Hatteratch.
You were straight up gonna need like a Pepsi AC though.
Oh, yeah, I'm fucked for the rest of the night. And I have to do a business call after this. It's going to be awful. All right, we're rating Micah Sherman's Art Smackdown stream. Enjoy. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you, Henry, for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me. Fuck yeah, dogs.
Thanks so much, Henry. Really appreciate it. And
Of course.
It was
Yeah.
so great to have you come
Good to
on
have
for
you
the
here.
end.
I want one of these cocktails.
Yeah, I'll make you one. I'll
I'll come
bring it
over
to
for
your
that one
place. Hell yeah. Take care, everybody, and say goodnight.
Good night.
Oh, yeah, I got to play the video.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Let's sing it.
Oh, we'll sing it.
Oh, this is fun.
Oh, yeah, we need more of these. I need to make more of these, or have someone help me make more of these.
Cocktails.
Woo!
With Jeff and
Holt. Holden. Cocktails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Cocktails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Making cocktails for you, making you laugh, making you blue. Why are we making you blue? We're trying to have a fun stream. Cocktails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Cocktails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Holden with Jeff and Jeff. Have a good night, everybody. All right. Hell yeah, guys.
That was hilarious.
That was super fun. Thanks, Henry.
Henry, seriously, yeah, thanks.
Oh, did he leave?